Testing. Hey, oh, there we go. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2. Sound check. Microphone check. I've got a little bit of static in my, but I think it's my little connection, and I don't want to mess
Sound
with
check.
it.
1, 2. 1, 3. 4, 6. 6, 4.
We've got the JV game going here at this point. The Hagerman Bobcats versus the Eunice Cardinal JV team. We are in the fourth quarter here with 4:45 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Eunice is up 47-32 in this JV game. We are just sound checking.
Yeah, you good sound check. I do hear that little static in the background. I hear it as well. I don't know if it's just echoing or something, but it sounds a little. Well, we'll get through it.
Yeah.
That's it. So,
all right. Well, let's pause and. afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hagerman, New Mexico. I was going to say to what the name of the gym is, but I don't know what the name of this place is.
Bobcat Alley.
Bobcat Arena?
Bobcat Arena, I'll take that.
Cow patty, like you got all them cow pastures right around, so sometimes it smells a little funny. But anyway, once again, welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of District 4 2A basketball here between the home Hagerman Bobcats, my apologies, and your recently number 6 ranked Eunice Lady Cardinals. Man, we can't even get started here today, huh?
It's a rough start, boss. It's a very, very rough start.
I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero, and we've got Charlie Fairbrush on the camera again. Got the gang intact here, and we are right under like a speaker that's the size of my house, so it's liable to get a little noisy right here where we are.
We like that. We enjoy noise.
Tonight's game is a big one. It's a district matchup and could be a good one. The Lady Cards entered tonight's game after beating every other team in District 4 2A. A win here tonight would definitely put the Lady Cards in the driver's seat as far as District 4 2A play. Tonight's game is the final first round of our district play. In district play, each team plays every other district team twice. So this would complete the first half of district, and next week we would start round 2 by traveling to Tatum, a very tough place to play historically. Hagerman enters this game 1-2 in district, tied for 3rd place with Jow. Tatum is they're currently 2nd. Loving is currently in the final spot. Eunice leads district and is undefeated at this point. Last week, the Lady Cards picked up 2 big wins, including wins over Loving and the big home rivalry game against Jow. In that game, the Lady Cards got off to a slow start, trailing at the end of the first quarter 13-11. A skirmish is what I'm going to call it, midway through the second quarter, and a technical foul handed out to the Jow coach ignited the Lady Cards. Not sure exactly what happened, but it was like the on switch came on. They extended the lead to 10+ going into half. The second half was all Eunice as they put their foot on the gas pedal and extended that lead to 18 at the end of 3 quarters and eventually won 62-39. In that game, sophomore Caitlin Parsons had 19 points, 25 rebounds, and 6 blocks. According to my calculations, those 25 rebounds would place her number 5 all time in the NMAA record books if that information is sent to the NMAA. A huge game for Parsons, the best game of her high school career that I'm aware of. Freshman Alina Rodriguez continued to have an outstanding freshman season. She had 20 points and 6 rebounds. She knocked down 3 deep 3-pointers and now sits at 42 for the season. An amazing freshman year for this young lady. She's chasing the Eunice record that I know of anyway, in a season of 59 set by Gabby Sanchez in 2017. The all-time record for threes in a career is currently Jada Jones at 71. Chloe Jones added 6 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. The sophomore is ranked in the top 3 in the entire state, currently in steals. She has 89 steals on the season. She's chasing some records as well. Her big sister, Jada Jones, has the NMAA New Mexico all-time record set in 2016 with 196 steals in a season. Araya Mendoza had 133 steals that same year. She's currently sitting at number 8 in the NMAA all-time history books. Chloe is 40. My thing is going out. Chloe is 40 away from Araya's mark with 6 regular games remaining, and then whatever happens with district tournament and state tournament games. Once again, we're setting right under the speaker, so I think it shakes us just a little bit and
disconnects us a little bit.
Yeah, my thing keeps coming undone. Do you hear me okay on your end?
Yes, I hear you very well.
Okay, so I'll just keep on going, and I can't hear myself because the mic keeps shorting out on me. But Let me get back to where I was at. Yeah, Chloe is about 40 away from Mariah's mark with 6 regular season games remaining. And then whatever district tournament games and state tournament games they have, still she's chasing those numbers. Kenna McBee had 5 points. Denise Rangel also had 5 points. Denise grabbed 7 rebounds while having a couple of assists and steals as well. For Hagerman, they are currently 5-12 on the season, 1-2 in district play. This team, their schedule, looking at it, is kind of strange. They have huge wins over Tularosa, a team that recently beat number 3 ranked Mescalero. They also have a huge district win over Loving, wins over Cloudcroft, Floyd, and Grady. They lost by 20 to Jal. They lost a fairly competitive game to Mescalero and then lost big to Dexter. They're kind of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde group. I'm not sure if COVID has been the issue in some of those games or what exactly has caused them to have such ups and downs. So for district play, the Lady Cards individual numbers are as follows. I sat around a little bit over the last few days, kind of averaging out some of the district totals. Right now, Alina Rodriguez is averaging 18.7 points per game in district play. She's averaging 2.3 rebounds a game, 5.3 assists a game, and 3 steals. Chloe Jones is averaging 12 points a game. She's averaging 7 rebounds a game. She's also averaging 5 assists and 5.5 steals. Caitlin Parsons is averaging 10.3 points per game, 15.3 rebounds a game. That's impressive.
Yes,
and
it is.
1 assist, 3 steals, and 6.3 blocks per game. That's pretty impressive as well. Denise Rangel is next in line. She's averaging 4.6 points per game, 5 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 2.3 steals. So that's kind of some stat leaders as we're getting close to the, well, we're here at the midway point basically after today in district. Those are the district averages and whatnot. That's basically about all I've got for the intro here. We've got about 13 minutes remaining on the clock. What are your thoughts there, Rosendo?
Other than the cameras rattling like crazy, but I think that's going to improve as the game goes on. I believe the girls right now are playing awesome, man. They're playing great on rebounding, blocking, and taking care of the ball. That has made a big difference right now while the playoffs or district games have been going on. As long as we can continue the next half playing like that, we should be good in shape going into the state finals.
Yeah,
state
I
games.
Completely agree with you. I think the first half of the season, turnovers just like to eat our lunch, and we finally kind of started doing a little bit better job taking care of the ball. In that Jow game the other day in that first quarter, we had a whole bunch of turnovers, and that has been our Achilles heel all year. If we can hang on to the basketball, if we can keep the turnovers to a minimum, then
we'll be in great shape.
We look pretty good.
We're unbeatable, you could say.
Yeah, I think we're definitely competitive at a very high level when it comes to state rankings. There we go. Oh, nope.
Well, going back to what you said, state rankings makes a difference if that information is put into the system so they can be recognized. But we'll get it in there. Can you hear me on that side? No. Right now we're having difficulties on Jimmy's mic, so bear with me. As we're up here and, oh, there. Mine start making noise now. Damn.
I'm assuming that where we're sitting right under this big vibrating speaker with the bass on it, it's rattling and I think we've kind of got a short in this one.
Yeah, I mean, but it's the best place right now since we got power out there.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good place to be. Everything's perfect except that big speaker right above us just rattling us.
Oh, we only got 11 more minutes of it and we're done.
And I hope that once that 11 minutes is up, that then this thing will work just fine.
So, nothing yet, huh?
Yeah, I can't. You can hear me still, though, right?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Yeah, so it's just for some reason, it's just the thing that goes into my ear, so I can't hear you when you talk. I can't hear myself, although I can hear myself in my head, I guess. But Yeah, so kind of crazy. Rundown of the Lady Cardinals on their lineup today. Number 0 is Denise Rangel. Number 1 is Chloe Jones. Number 2 is Alondra Morin. Number 11 is Isabella Garrett. Number 14, McKenna McBee. Number 20, Alina Rodriguez. Number 23, Jasmine Martinez. Number 30, Aubrey Howler. Number 45, Ashley Castillo. Number 10, Caitlin Parsons. And number 3, Kiki Parker. I was trying to look out there throughout the season. I've seen a couple extras here and there. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. I didn't put them on today's roster because they're not always, and wanted to make sure I wasn't leaving anybody off.
Yeah, we don't have no extra players out there.
For the Hagerman Lady Bobcats, they've got number 1, Carlise Villa. She's a senior. Number 2, Natalie Gomez. She's a sophomore. Number 3, Isabel Flores. She's a senior. Number 5, Crystal Olivas. She's a senior. Number 10, Brianna Lard. She's a sophomore. Number 11, Nakamas Stewart. She's a sophomore. Number 13, Jimena Chacon. She's a freshman. Number 21, Lacey Juarez. She's a junior. Number 23, Shaylee Gonzalez is a junior. Number 24, Monique Rains. She's a freshman. Number 25, April Nassis. She's a junior. Number 32, Michaela Diaz is a sophomore. Number 33, Sylvia Acosta. She's a sophomore. And the Hagerman Lady Bobcats are coached by head coach James Scott. Crazy thing is my name is James Scott Jones officially. Nobody calls me that. So when I saw this guy's name, I was like, whoa, he's James Scott. He don't have a last name at the end of it. I guess Scott is his last name.
But you give a gun down there, he don't look like a James Scott.
What's that?
I said you look down there, he don't look like a James Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, the Lady Cardinals are coached by head coach Gary Frazier and your assistant coach Vanessa. We call her the Mama Bear McBee. You know, run down them sponsors, and I'll mess with this mic a little bit more.
Yes, sir. We're going to give a shout out to our first announcement. Our commercial goes to our sponsors. First one's going to be Parker Energy Service. Brett and Penny Parker, thank you for sponsoring this evening. We got Devin Energy and the guys, Jared Armstrong, Bryce Jenkins, Ryan Dean, and Mr. Ornelas and company. Eunice Pumping Supply, the Nogarmeyers and the Matthews. Thank you very much, and crew, for supporting us. If you need anything, just give them a holler. They'll get it to you. They always got somebody on call, too, so give them a shout out if you need something. You got Eunice Health Clinic. They're in town. If you need something, they'll come by and they'll show you, help you, test you, and get you about your way. You got Eunice Public School. You got Dwayne Haynes and the gang, which consists of Cynthia Sims, Rosendo, Matt Coy, Kenny Reed, Ms. Hahn, David Gallegos, and the rest of the staff. Carnal Hardware, Ashley Davis, Chris Myers, and Miss Ortega, and all the staff. If you need something on these cold nights, go by and get some installation. Help you out. Broken valves, they'll be there for you. And we got the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. And once again, that City of Eunice, a number should be on the internet, on the line if you have a broken water meter. Remember, you got to give them a call before you go out there and mess with anything.
Yeah, I actually had people call my house over the weekend and eventually called me. I don't know how they ended up with my number, but because they were trying to get a hold of somebody because they needed their water shut off. And so anyway, and I just told them, call the Lee County Communication Authority right up there in Lovington. They'll point you in the right direction. I think my wife actually ended up calling the mayor to see if they could help with the issue. But it is it's a new deal. It's kind of a different thing, and you know,
it's work in progress.
Yes, for sure.
So I'm pretty sure they'll put something out tonight on their Eunice website page on Facebook and letting people know.
Got a couple of people that have messaged me saying that the video is bouncing, and I'm watching on Resendo's deal. It is bouncing a little bit. Like I said, we are sitting right underneath a speaker that's about the size of my car. And, I mean, it literally, they've got it cranked up. You know, back in the 1990s, there was a young man in Eunice by the name of Scotty Folk. And Scotty Folk had a stereo system in his truck that would like rattle the mirrors down to where they always pointed at the ground. You couldn't see out his mirrors because they were always pointed the wrong way. That's why I feel like I'm in the truck with Scotty right now because we're under this big old speaker and it is rattling our brains out. So and once the game starts, they'll shut that off.
In 6 minutes, they'll shut that off. And after the announcements, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so we apologize. I understand we're rattling. We're rattling too. I had to wrap some of my wires around the knobs on the thing just so that I could hear it. I knew my sound is going out good, but I couldn't hear back in my headset. So when Rosendo would turn his head and look the other way and talk, I had no idea what he was saying. And where normally we can hear each other. So once again, shout out to those sponsors, Parker Energy Services, Brett and Penny Parker. Our condolences with the Parker family as Brett's grandmother passed away, a longtime staple of the Eunice community. You know, Brett's grandparents are about as good a people as you'll ever run into. You had John and you had Johnny, and anyway, the whole line of Johns and Johnnies, but old John passed away a year or so ago, and now his wife has passed away, Miss Parker, and so our thoughts and prayers are with them and their family, and just great people. Devon Energy, Jared Armstrong, Bryce Jenkins, Ryan Dean, Mr. Ornalis. That's quite a crew right there. I can't imagine being out in that oil industry and having them guys all out there together. I mean, shoot,
that's a handful itself out there.
I'm sure there's some pranks and whatnot that go on in that group for sure.
Safety man gets involved a lot, huh?
That's right, that's right. Eunice Pump and Supply, if that safety man gets involved and you got to come on in from out there in the field and get you some coffee, run on down to Eunice Pump and Supply. Becky Nogelmeyer, Brandon Matthews, and crew will help you out. Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves, she was just messaging me. She's one of them that sent me a message saying that the camera was bouncing, and I'm watching it. It is bouncing. And so we'll.
Charlie's playing games over here and watching nothing. Look at him.
He ain't worried about that stuff. He's got bigger things to do. I think that's what is
Candy
that game?
Crush, I don't know.
He's Candy Crushing it or something. Anyway, Brian, Nikki, Elma, Aaron, Yachty, they've had their hands full lately. We appreciate you guys and all you do down there. The Eunice Public Schools, Dwayne Haynes, Cynthia Sims, Rosendo, Matt Kinney, Ms. Hahn, David Gallegos, and all the staff. Thank you for helping us to bring this broadcast to the people back home. Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, Redbird Gas. Redbird Gas is Bart Parker. Zia Auto is the Whitmire family. Cardinal Hardware, Ashley Myers, Chris Davis. Miss Ortega down there trying to keep things in line, and all the gang. And so we appreciate you guys and all that you do. We still got about 3.5 minutes on the clock, trying to, get ready for this game. As I mentioned earlier, looking at these two teams on paper, one team is, 10, 11, and 5. The other team is about the exact opposite. But as I look at the schedule that Hagerman's played, which team for Eunice shows up?
Yes. If it's the same Eunice shows up in the first quarter against Chow, we're going to be in a world of hurt.
Yeah, the new rankings came out last night, late last night. They've moved Eunice into that number 6 spot. And when Max Prep uses an algorithm, and that algorithm uses a whole bunch of different things, plus and minus, games that you played, opponents, and it spits out a number. And if you look at our number, and if you look at the schools that are a couple in front of us, they're very close. If, and I know it's it's way early to start talking this kind of stuff, but if the Lady Cards could win out from here to the end, I think they've got a very good chance to be in the top 4 going into the state tournament. As just kind of doing some preliminary figures, sitting around, adding stuff up like I do because I'm crazy sometimes, adding those things up. If the Lady Cardinals could win out, I truly believe they'll end up with a top 4 seed in the state tournament. The reason that's so important this year is because the first 2 games will be played at the home site of the top seed. So if you're in the top 4 position and you win the first game, you'd be guaranteed a win or a home game the second time. So you could actually end up playing 2 state tournament games at home this year. So very important. Yes, I understand the teams, the coaches, they got to take it one game at a time and not overlook anybody. And we've got some tough opponents.
We got Tatum coming up next week.
Tatum, so Dexter. Dexter's already beat us once. Yeah. I mean, both of those are extremely tough. And so, and then you've got, my understanding is they're actually going to have a district tournament this year.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, that's what I was told this week.
Huh.
So,
we'll see how that pans out.
So you could end up playing Tatum, at least 2 more times just in the in district and district championship play. So looks like they've cleared the score now, or cleared, I can't even talk, cleared the clock, and they're getting ready to announce the teams. They're going to announce Eunice first.
Oh, we're supposed to applaud. Charlie looked at me like crazy.
Okay, they're going to have the national anthem. I'll leave the mics on, and we'll hear the national anthem. So we've got the national anthem. Now they're going to introduce visiting Eunice Lady Cardinals.
Right here we're underneath, I cannot really hear him that good because we're behind the speaker. So. As the team's being announced, I believe the whole team's here and nobody has any COVID issues this time around. So that's perfect going into the second half of district play.
Yes, definitely.
Got to stay healthy and sound on that aspect of it.
Yeah, finally starting to get our full team back on the court together.
The chemistry back together.
Yeah, we had, probably 6-8 games there where we were always missing at least one starter. And one game we played, I think, without 3 starters. So, that Dexter game, we were missing a couple starters.
Ooh, the lights went out.
The lights. So here we go. They're gonna do the dark thing on us.
Was that your hand?
Yeah, I think so. If you felt it on your leg, it was me.
Jump around.
Uh-oh. Boy, now they really got the music cranked up. And it's dark.
I like that vibe.
I do too. I like it. I like hype. We're gonna run out of the locker room.
Shoot, yeah. Throw it up here.
Yeah. Hit me right between the eyes because I can't see. So they've got a projector screen up on the wall.
We got to protect our equipment.
With the kids' video. It's kind of cool. They should like an action video of them on the wall. They've got the kids running out of the locker room, throwing some T-shirts up into the crowd.
Focus is off a little bit on the wall, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
That's why I want that screen for that one end. I was saying that I'd like to have it like that where we could show something like that up on the wall when they were announcing kids. Yeah, I like this kind of vibe. I like this kind of environment. I enjoy this kind of stuff. And I know the kids do. They eat it up.
They'll eat it up, bro.
Now, the only bad thing about this kind of stuff, I think I mentioned this before, when Jada was in about the 3rd grade, we were a pretty dang good youth soccer team over in the Hobbs Youth Soccer Association. In fact, Tracy Davis was on that board back then, back when she was living in Hobbs and working in Hobbs. We thought we were a pretty dang good soccer team. We'd been undefeated for a while. We were playing a little tournament down there. We, in the championship game, we rented a limousine. Me and an attorney, friend of mine over in Hobbs, rented a limousine that had a big system in it like this. And we went and warmed up at one of the local schools. and waited till like the last minute to show up at the field and run our kids out there for this big game that we were going to play, and then we got our tails kicked. So it's one of the best memories
I knew you were going somewhere with this. I knew
of my sports life, being a youth soccer coach in the Hobbs Youth Soccer Association.
The lights were back on.
It was a good time. It was pretty cool. The kids talk about it still to this day, but after we did all that hype and cool stuff, then we got whooped. But
I should say you got to perform, man.
So it's definitely a neat thing. It's a neat vibe. The lights are coming on now. I almost went to sleep, and taking my eyes a little bit to adjust. But
I like the lights came right back on real quick.
Yeah, they got the good lights.
I said we got the good lights. He said
we got that good light.
So
I gotta see. I was having problems getting. Yeah, see, I'm
still
having problems getting on the thing. I'm going to try to keep score on here, but just so those of you at home know, the score may be off because our cell phone service, or mine here, is not good.
Okay, for Eunice on the court, we have Rodriguez, Bella, Parson, the girl didn't even jump, Chloe, and Denise. Eunice gets the rebound. Rodriguez to to Jones. Jones to Bella. Back to Jones. She drives. Bella gets it, throws it down to Parson underneath. Nice quick move, and she's partially blocked. But she gets her own rebound, goes back up, and she was hit hard, but no foul was called on that one.
That was twice in a row that she got blocked down low.
Okay, the ref is correcting his call. His ball's going to stay underneath because the ball was hit, deflected by a Hagerman player. So here we go.
7:40 remaining here in the first. It's
Eunice's
still
ball
0-0.
Rodriguez throwing it in. She throws it deep towards Jones. Jones gets it towards Denise. Denise towards Bella. Bella towards right open to Rodriguez and throws it up a three. And money! Did that even touch the net? That thing was straight in. That's her zone. But anyways, Eunice is pressing, full court press. We almost got a steal. Came off the hands off a Eunice player and stays on.
No, it's this way. Yeah,
it came off a Hagerman player.
Yeah, it definitely came off the Hagerman player. So Eunice will have the ball at midcourt, 7:26. Eunice up 3-0 after the Alina Rodriguez three.
Rodriguez throws it into Jones. Jones over to three. I can't remember her name. Down to Parson. Parson gets a nice move, goes back up. Oh, too hard, misses it. Hagerman gets a rebound. Little girl walks.
Yep. So there's a travel. The Eunice Cardinals putting on some pressure here, created a turnover there on the travel. So Eunice will get the ball on the baseline to throw it in.
Rodriguez looks up, throws it in to Denise. Denise does a little throw up real quick and makes it in.
She kind of looked like it was a hot potato right there. She threw that one up like it was a hot potato, but it went in.
So Eunice is going to press, full court press here. We got Jones up top at the key. They throw it in over on the right-hand side. They dribble it in. Hagerman almost threw it away, but they recovered it. So they got the key, top of the key. Number 5 has it. Olivas has it. She throws it over number 2. Gomez looks down to 23. Gonzalez, nice pass to number 25 for Hagerman. And she makes her name is April. That's her first basket. Jones ball up, top of the key. Goes over to Rangel. Oh, was close. Throws down to Parson. Parson to Bella. Back out to deep pass. Jones passes out to somebody's foot. Gets the ball. Throws it into Jones. Jones over to Rodriguez. Slow down, ladies. Throws it over to Denise. Denise, quick drive. Throws it back out to Jones. Right back to Rodriguez. Parson was open underneath. She goes back up. Nice, strong move to the basket. Makes a basket out of it.
So, when she's hitting that shot right there, we're real tough.
It's money. Eunice, once again, is pressing. And Hagerman throws the ball away on that good press that Eunice is putting on him.
So 5:42 remaining here in the first. Eunice leads 7-3.
Rodriguez to Jones. Jones dribbles up top of the key to Denise. Rangel back to Jones. Back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dribbles to Denise, throws up a shot. Looks good, but there's a pass to Parson, and she went up, and
She's going to get an and one out of that.
There you go.
5:31 remaining here in the first. Caitlin Parsons picking up where she left off in the last game. She'll get the and one and go to the free throw line here for that one free throw.
I don't know if we froze up after the score 5-3, so.
Well, the service in here is really, really bad. I show us at 9-3, but that's what I mentioned to everybody before. It's going to be slow, and not to mention the fact that where we're setting, they're stomping on the bleachers, so it's rattling our whole
Parson
equipment.
made a free throw, so
it's 3-10, 5:30.
Once again presses, Rodriguez comes back with the steal. She drives, throws it up.
Oh.
And they're going to call the offensive foul on that one. The young lady did not have her feet set.
Yeah.
So it was a little confusing there, but
that was a rough one right there. So 5:26 after that so-called charge there. I didn't think it was a charge, but apparently the official did. 5:26. It's 3-10. Eunice in the lead.
Who called the timeout, Hagerman or Eunice?
Not sure.
With that being said, we'll give a shout out to Parker Energy Service, Brett and Penny Parker. I believe they're here to come watch Kiki play tonight, so appreciate y'all sponsoring. We'll go down to the bottom of the list. The City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. Thank you for being our sponsors. We'll do a few minutes in a minute.
So there's the first horn.
Eunice
Hagerman went right back out on the court really, really quickly here. Eunice is going to have to get out there because they're going to buzz this second one, and they're ready to hand the ball off. There's horn number 2. Here comes Eunice out of the huddle. So they're a little late getting to their spots, but the officials are waiting on them. Okay, here they go. They're going to throw
Eunice
it in.
sets up. They throw down in the Flores. Flores reverses it back to number 5. Olivas throws it to 23. Gomez back to Gonzalez. Or is that Gomez gets it? Anyways, Gomez has it. Olivas back to Gomez. Back to Olivas. Back to Gomez. She shoots. Hits the front of the rim, but Jones gets her first rebound. She turns. Dribbles up real quickly up the court. Drives it over to Rodriguez. She drives. Nice little pass down underneath, but Parson was able to handle it, but it's a loose ball. But Eunice comes back with it. Give it to Bella. She shoots it up, misses, but Hagerman gets a rebound. Down to number 3. Flores gets the ball, come down. Jones gets a steal. Rodriguez comes up with the loose ball. She does a deep pass. Parson gets it, and she is tripped as she makes a power move towards the basket.
Yeah, the Parsons was down the floor when we first got that steal. She hadn't transitioned across half court yet, so she was back. It took Alina just a second to see her, and by the time she saw her, it was almost too late. But Parsons, being as long as athletic as she is, she went up and got that one.
And made a nice strong move real quick.
Now she's limping.
She's
had some problems with that foot this year.
So Eunice gets the ball back underneath their own basket. They get it in. Throw it to the top of the key to Chloe. She's partially blocked. Hagerman gets the ball, and the little girl walked. No call was gone. Number 1. Via to Gomez. Now Flores has the ball. Olivas, I apologize. Down to 23, which is Gonzalez. Makes a nice move. She's blocked by Bella, but Eunice is not rebound. Gomez shoots a 3-point. It goes out of bounds for Hagerman.
Yeah, so the officiating staff here having a tough time, similar to what we've seen a lot of the year. There was 2 double dribbles just in that offensive sequence that everybody, including their teams, putting their hands on their head that haven't been called.
Jones throws it up to McBee. McBee back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez deep 3, throws it up, nothing but net. That young lady can shoot from anywhere on the court. I'm telling you. So Eunice is pressing top. McBee got a steal. Partially, it's a loose ball. Rangel comes up with it, but they're going to call a quick foul on number 5, Olivas, on a loose ball foul.
So 3:44 remaining here in quarter number 1. It's 13-3. Eunice in control early. It'll be Eunice's ball on the baseline. Rodriguez to throw it in.
She throws it over to Denise. She dribbles back to Jones. Jones to McBee. I think the ball's supposed to swing back around, Coach. McBee drives, throws it up, nothing but the backboard.
Yeah.
Hagerman comes down with the rebound. They slow it down. Number 5 has it. Olivas top of the key. She looks, calls out a play to run the offense. McBee up there guarding her. She throws it over to Villa. Villa dribbles. Throws it back to number Olivas. 23 to Gonzalez. Down underneath to number a Hagerman player, but she misses completely. Rodriguez comes up with the rebound. She dribbles across the court and they reach in, they tap it out, but Hagerman comes up with the ball, but Denise comes up with this kind of a steal, but Hagerman gets the ball and that young lady walks, and we have a jump ball call as Denise grabs the ball while Olivas had a hold of it. There's a bunch of people on the floor, man.
Yeah.
Literally on the floor.
Yeah, 2:58 remaining here in quarter number 1. It's 13-3. Eunice in the lead early.
Maureen comes in for Rodriguez.
And we've got to make sure that we keep our momentum going. Sometimes we have a tendency to lay down in situations
To
like
relax,
this.
huh? Olivas has the ball top of the key for Hagerman. She looks down, dribbles, throws it over number 3, Flores. She gets it, throws it back down to Olivas, shoots a deep 3, and she misses, but Eunice is not. Oh, she goes for the rebound a little too late, Denise does, instead of grabbing it in the air, but she was stepping out of bounds on that play. So the ball stays on this side for Hagerman Bobcats.
We don't look like we have much fire again.
No, I guess we're tired. Coach is a long drive. So Hagerman's going to throw it in real quick, but Denise comes in with a beautiful defensive play, but she got it out of bounds. So still Hagerman ball underneath their own basket. Number 1's going to throw in for Hagerman via. She looks, throws it deep to Olivas. She gets it. She dribbles. Throws it over to Flores. Flores looks back to Olivas. I think they're playing catch. Olivas, Flores. They're going to call a foul on Chloe. She just boxed out.
Yeah.
Was that a 3? It was,
yeah,
huh?
and it's a dumb foul, too.
It's the second foul in the first quarter, Coach.
Yep.
On that foul being said, we'll give a shout out to Cardinal Hardware. It's going to be cold tonight, guys, and tomorrow. So if you need something that breaks, busts, go by and pick it up. They'll be waiting for you. She misses the first one. And our cameraman said the ball don't lie.
Yeah.
Shoots the second one. She misses. That's Olivas from Hagerman shooting. So we got Parker coming in for Bella and Rodriguez in for Jones.
So 2:30 remaining here in the first quarter. It's 3-13.
That young lady missed all 3 fouls. That's a white person foul over there, huh? Denise comes down with the rebound. Outlets to Rodriguez. Rodriguez throws it down to Maureen. Shoots a nice 20-footer and goes in. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Good shot, ladies.
Nice pass there from Alina Rodriguez.
Good vision of the court. So Eunice is still pressing with the lead of 15-3. Maureen almost comes up with the foul. But and Maureen went in kind of hard and pushed that girl down and called a foul. Coach, we need to quit. We need to stop fouling right now.
Yeah.
There's no reason, in my opinion, to be so much on them. But anyways, Hagerman throws the ball into Olivas, and she loses control. But it's still their ball. I believe Eunice tapped it out.
Yeah, Kenna McBee knocked that ball out of bounds. She came in from the behind side and knocked it out there. 2:06 remaining here in quarter number 1. It's 3-15. Once again, we're trying to keep up on the Scores app, but cell phone service is bad in here.
Bad. So Olivas brought the ball down and passed it over to Flores. Flores drives. She loses control of the ball. It throws out to number 1, BM. And she double dribbles twice, and it's called on the 3rd time. Yeah. It's going to be Eunice's ball with 1 minute and 48 seconds left. And we have, 5 team fouls already?
Yeah, it's 3 on them and 4 on us.
Okay. Rodriguez throws it into Rangel. Dribbles the ball up nice, cool, calm, and collective. Throws it over to Maureen, down to Parker. She throws nice skip pass to Rodriguez, a little too low to handle. Flores comes up with the ball. She dribbles down the court. She passes it over to number 2, tries to, but Denise made a good steal on that, and they're going to call a walk on that.
You know, once again, that was great hustle by Denise, but even if they hadn't called her for the travel, she threw it right to the white team, so they would have had an easy layup if she would have got that steal. You know, those are those little things where you got to be smart. She had a really good hustle play, but you got to take care of that basketball when you do get there.
Slow that mind down a little bit. We don't have one, Coach.
Yeah.
So they took Denise out of the game and put Parson back in. So it's going to be white ball underneath her basket. They throw it down to 23. She's trying to go back up, but Parson comes in and just takes that ball away from her. Look, shit, outlets it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez looks down to Eileen. Eileen goes up and misses a layup. What did I say, Eileen? Maureen.
Yeah, Maureen missed that one.
That ball had a spin on it. She shot it up.
1:20 remaining here in the first. It's still 3-15. We've kind of went cold the last minute or so.
We got a steal by Rodriguez. She gets it back. She dribbles around. She dribble drives. A nice little shot, but does not go in. But Hagerman comes down with the rebound, and it is tapped out by Parson. So we'll get our defense set back up. An offense, I'm sorry. Our defense.
Yeah.
She wanted to throw it in. That threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, it's Hagerman's ball here. Eunice still in the pressure.
And McBee's top of the key. They dribble it in. She grab on that jersey. They try to drop her. She goes through, but Hagerman gets the ball back, and they throw it to Villa. Villa throws it down, but
Nice
Parson
steal.
comes up with the steal. I like that when she looks for her point guards. She throws it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dribbles the ball with 44 seconds left. Gives it to McBee. Parson is open wide underneath. They try to give it to her. She makes a strong move, but it's poked out of her hands. And Flores dribbles a ball off her foot, so it's going to be Eunice's ball on this side with 39 seconds left on their side of the court.
Yeah, so 39 seconds. It's 3-15. Eunice trying to get a sub here.
A little late, but we're going to get it in.
Little
No, they
late
didn't call the
getting
whistle,
over
so Rodriguez throws it into Eileen, throws it out to McBee. Skip pass on 20. Oh, nice pass. She gets the ball from the three-point line way back. Hits the back of the rim. But Eunice does not rebound. 29 seconds left. Do not foul. We got number 3 down here, Flores. Snowboarding. She comes down. She shoots, but her ball is deflected by Parker. And Parker gets the rebound. Quick outlet to
Nice
Rodriguez on the
pass
other side of the court. She
by
gets it. She dribbles down, goes up for a
Nice
layup, and one.
and one.
She is fouled hard as she goes up.
Alina
She made it look
Rodriguez
easy.
got hammered. Kiki Parker with a great grab down there on one end, threw that ball 3/4 the length of the basket, hit Rodriguez in stride, and she attacked the basket, and she got hammered there on a pretty rough foul, and she's going to get a chance for the and one here.
And it should be and one. We got Jasmine finally in the game with 15 seconds left. What I like about Parker is she came down here and played defense, contested the shot, and got the rebound. Looked up real quick. Good job on the Lady Cards. So Rodriguez capitalizes on that three-point play.
So it's 18-3.
Eunice is still pressing. Number 23 for Hagerman gets it, but she turns it over to Parson. Parson over to McBee. Nice, easy layup, man.
That's
good ball
20-3. 20-3.
4 seconds left. And Jasmine got it. Martinez got a steal. The time ran out.
So at the end of the first quarter, Eunice in control. It's 20-3 here in Hagerman.
That being said, we're going to give a shout out to our sponsors. We're going to start off with Divin Energy. Jared Armstrong, Bryce Jenkins, Ryan Dean, and Mr. Ornelas, and etc. Thank y'all. Be warm tomorrow. It's going to be cold over there, so make sure y'all wear y'all's coveralls and drink a lot of coffee.
Yeah, for sure.
Eunice Pumping Supply. Hey, if you need something out there, Devin, give them a call. You know what I'm saying? Something broken, give them a call and take it out to you. Eunice Health Clinic. They'll be open tomorrow. Hot, cold, windy. They're always open for you. We got Eunice Public Schools. Thank you very much, Dwayne Haynes, Cynthia Sims, Rosendo, Matt Coy, Kenny Reed. I almost said Kenny Rogers. Ms. Hahn and David Gallegos. Carner Hardware. If you need any parts, go by and see them. And the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas are our sponsors of the first quarter.
All right.
And maybe the second quarter, and the third quarter, and the fourth quarter.
So Eunice is on the court, ready to start the second quarter. Once again, for those of you at home listening, the cell phone service in this building is terrible. So my Scores app has got the little wheel of death, the little circle of death going round and round and round every time I update the score. So it may be way behind. So it's 3-20, Eunice in the lead. We're getting ready to start quarter number 2. Eunice will have the ball at half court, and we throw it in.
Throw it into Rangel. She dribbles the ball up nice. Cool, calm, and collective. She drives it over to Jasmine. Jasmine goes back to the top of the key. Flip pass over to Rodriguez. I thought she was going to shoot that down to Parson, wide open. Makes a good, strong move. Nothing. Dumps it off to Jasmine. Jasmine hits it too hard off the backboard, but Denise gets her own rebound. But she steps out of bounds as she goes back up. It's kind of relaxed out there, ladies.
7:42. Eunice is going to get the ball back.
Huh. So Rodriguez going to throw it in over to
Good Lord.
to Bella. Bella back to Rodriguez. Nice little step move, and she caught herself. It was too open for her.
Yeah, she got called for the kind of the cup on that dribble. She kind of held it up before she started down again with it. So it's 3-20, 7:37 remaining in the
Eunice
first
is
half.
still pressing, man. We do not need to be fouled on. There you go. I like that defensive slide out there on number 10. Parson covering number 5. She's covering a guard out there.
She's on the point guard.
Yeah. So they jump down to give it to Flores. She drives in, and they kick it back out to Villa. Shoots up a deep three off the bank, and it goes in for the Bobcats. So it's 6-20. Eunice's favors. I smell a comeback, coach. I smell a comeback. So Denise dribbles the ball back down. She dribbles over to Rodriguez, comes to the top of the key. Little screen by Bella. Back out to Jasmine. It's kind of like the weave, right, coach?
That's exactly what it is, and she traveled.
So
7:01 remaining here in the first half. It's 6-20.
we kind of cooled down on scoring, didn't we, coach?
Oh, man. We look like Ned in the third grade, as Dave Lynn used to say right now.
That being said, Hagerman gets the ball into number 5, Olivas. She dribbles the ball in. And once again, she's being guarded by Parson. And there's like 2 feet difference, right? Or a foot and a half. But she gets over to Villa. Villa gets to get past his timeline. I'm sorry, that's Gomez. I apologize for calling Villa all night. Back to Olivas. She drives, and Denise grabs the ball and makes it a jump ball. And it's going to be whose ball? Hagerman's, huh?
Yes, sir. With 6:39 remaining in the first half, it's 6-20. Eunice in the lead.
Flores is back in the game. She's going to throw it into number 5, Olivas. Denise is after Gardner. They throw it over to number 2, Gomez. She drives. And we got to reach in on number 10, but no call. Nothing was called. 23, Flores 3, drives it over to Villa. Villa shoots another 3, and it's rebounded by Rodriguez. She looks up real quick, but she ain't like nothing, so she dribbles the ball down. Throws it over to Denise, but they get a steal. Flores comes up with the steal, and Denise comes down with defensive play, taps it out of her hands. So it's going to stay on this side. It's going to be Hagerman ball underneath their own basket. Jones goes back in for 23. Martinez. So Jones back on the court. She has sat up most of the first quarter. Foul trouble. That's about long 5 seconds.
Man,
they throw it deep. Rodriguez comes up with the loose ball. She dribbles down. Nice, cool, calm, and collective. Goes up strong. Easy lay with the left hand.
Looked like she got fouled on that one, too.
She was waiting for it to foul her. Did you see that?
Yeah. So it's 22-6 now.
Hagerman gets the ball out. Sorry about watching the game. Breaks that press real easy. I think we're getting tired or just lazy on it. I'm not sure. So, a loose ball. Chloe goes over for it.
Chloe was giving a piggyback right there.
Number 32.
So,
Diaz.
5:46 remaining here in quarter number 2. The foul on the Bobcats will give Eunice the basketball the length of the court here. Caitlin Parsons will have a seat, get a little break here.
And we got McBee came in for her. So we got Jones, Rodriguez, Bella, Rangel, and McBee on the court for Eunice Cardinals. Good, beautiful pass by Jones to McBee as she cuts the backside. Makes a nice layup.
That was a nice little backdoor cut by McBee and a good find by Jones.
Beautiful. And Hagerman gets the ball in, drives it up on the right-hand side. Nice hard dribble, but Jones goes in for a loose ball.
She don't understand when you're in foul trouble. You can't. I mean, that could have very easily been foul number 3.
But it wasn't. Coach. So Bella throws it in to Jones. Jones slows it down. As per coach says, slow down, girl. Dribbles the ball, long pass towards Bella. Bella throws it out to Rodriguez behind the arc, throws up a 3, a little short, but it's loose ball and it's tied up again. So it's going to be Hagerman ball.
So 5:06 remaining here in the first half. Eunice up 6-24.
She always goes down to throw it in, don't she?
Yeah.
She always wants to throw it in. So Eunice is going to be pressing still. They get in at number 2. Gomez throws it out down to number 1. Devia, she drives. Does a little flip pass, but Jones comes up with the steal. Drake's it all the way down. She dribbles all the way down. Nice little flick move, but she was waiting for some contact, but nothing. Rangel gets a rebound out to Rodriguez. She thought about a 3, but she drives, goes underneath, makes a nice layup, but she misses. Rangel goes up, no foul. She misses completely, and the ball is rebounded by Hagerman. And something was called. A foul on Rangel was called on that one. Woo. So, the score is 24, Eunice 6, Hagerman. In the second quarter with 4 minutes and 41 seconds left.
You know, sometimes you watch games like this and it just kind of comes to your thoughts that maybe they, because of the score, they call the game a little different.
I agree with you 100%. So number 5 drives in for Hagerman. Olivas, good defense by Chloe. Number 23 gets the ball. She dumps it down to number, I can't see that, but Rodriguez gets the ball on a loose ball. They throw it away, but Hagerman gets the ball back, but she's blocked by Bella. Bella gets it. She throws it over to Jones, but she leaves it too far, but Jones chases it down. Tries to save it underneath her own basket, but there's nobody there for Eunice. But Jones comes back with a good steal on the loose ball. She grabs it, and we call the jump ball, and it's going to be Eunice's ball on that hustling right there. We need that hustle. We need to take care of the ball, Coach. Take care of that ball.
Got to be careful, too.
Did you move the table a minute ago?
Yeah, the whole thing, I think, slid. I had my arm on it. I think you were leaning on it, too, and when you quit leaning on it, it moved over a little bit.
So it's Eunice's ball on a jump ball. Jones brings it down, throws it down to Parson. Looks, nothing. She drives. Oh, nice move, but she's hitting her head.
Upside the head.
But they're calling her on the floor. She lost the contact, I believe so. She can just shoot with one eye. So we have an official timeout looking for a contact on the green court for the Bobcats.
So they got her. She got her eyeball knocked completely out of her eye. It's down there rolling around on the ground somewhere.
Is she fine? Is she gonna put it back in like that?
Yeah, she gonna run in and rinse it off, stick it back in her eye.
we got Joe, Parker just running on the court. And she forgot to check in and everything. We're rookies.
But the official waved her in, though. I mean, that was his fault. That's another one of them officiating things. He waved her to come on, so she was running straight out there on the court.
So Rodriguez threw it into McBee. She shot a deep three and misses it. Bobcats come back with the rebound. They get the ball across court real fast to Florida. She steps behind the arc, throws up a three, but nothing. But Rodriguez gets the rebound, outlets it to McBee. McBee dribbles the ball on the right-hand side of the court. She looks over, throws it over to nobody. So number 10 from Hagerman, but Chloe Jones once again comes up with a great steal. Throws it over to McBee after she gets the steal, and McBee drives all the way down for a nice layup, and she is blocked by number 13, Chacon. Chacon.
What's that? It was like a commercial, and it would go.
Wasn't it Chico Sticks? No.
I can't remember.
If you know the answer, text Jimmy Jones. You got his number.
That's right. Resendo will give you $5 if you know the answer.
We'll let you in for the next game. McBee misses her first shot, and Hagerman has a massive substitution. So I'm not even going to try to say anything at this given moment as we have two young men jumping over our cable. Yep. I'm afraid they're going to fall under.
Another one went under.
And
McBee went
Jones
across
made
the line.
it, but
That's
McBee. I apologize.
Jones is the other one over
the other
there.
one that gets the steals every other
Not to be confused with Parker either, but
I'm really messed up now. All three on the court. So Denise is out there pressuring the ball as Eunice has full court press. Olivas brings out the ball. She throws it over to number 2. Gomez gets the ball, trying to feed it underneath. But we got a timeout by Hagerman. We're going to get a 30-second timeout by Hagerman.
So on that timeout, we want to make sure we shout out to some sponsors. Redbird Gas. You're going to need some dang gas over the next day or two, so call them right now, R-A-T, right now, and get you some gas, because it's going to get colder than well dung or something like that. Anyway, it's going to be cold, so call Bart Parker, get you some gas. You're going to need it. Zia Auto Shop. Don't get your car cleaned right now, but an oil change would be important at this time.
Check your antifreeze, man.
Yeah, they can help you with that as well. The City of Eunice. When your water freezes up and you have to shut that water off, you know who to call.
Yeah, call Jimmy Jones.
He'll hook you up. Lee County, because they'll help you out. Cardinal Hardware. Ashley Davis, Chris Myers, Miss Ortega. The Eunice Public Schools. The builders of the Taj Mahal Gymnasium. Shout out to Miss Davis. She usually listens to us, even though I know we probably get on her nerves. Sometimes she listens to us and answers a lot of our questions, although she did not answer the barrel bump.
She's Googling it right now.
She didn't answer that question. The Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves, she keeps us in line when Charlie's bouncing the camera around over there. Eunice Pump and Supply, Devon Energy, and Parker Energy Services. Both teams are back on the court after the timeout. Here's Rosendo, the man, the myth, the legend.
The score is 24-6 Eunice favor with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Hagerman's going to try to throw it underneath, and they look, they pick it out to number 5, Olivas, at the top of the key. She throws it into number 2. Gomez back to Olivas, back to Flores. She looks for a 3-0. But Olivas does shoot it and misses, and it's rebound by Kiki Parker.
Look at
and
Kiki.
She is fouled. Throwing a little bit of attitude out there with that rebound.
Man, the Parker family's in full effect over there in the corner. They got Jace Parker up there. He's leaned up in the corner. He's just above Brett Parker. He's scratching his belly, got his shirt holding up, scratching it. You got Penny Parker over there with him. Parker in full effect. Kiki goes up, gets that rebound, and she gets fouled. So she's going to go to the free throw line as the Cardinals are in the bonus.
1-1. And she misses the first one, but it's partially rebounded by Rangel, which it was. She outlets it to McBee, throws a quick pass to Rodriguez on the opposite side of the court, shoots up a 3, hits the front of the rim, but once again it's rebound by Denise. Back in Jones to Rodriguez. Rodriguez cuts to Parker. Parker gets her own rebound again, goes back up, but she bounces hard off the floor and misses it.
Yeah, Parker got blocked there from behind.
Wasn't that over the back?
Yeah, it was back in the 80s and 90s.
Back in the 80s, and that's a decade ago, right?
It is anymore.
Oh. Well, Hagerman gets the ball in, but number 2 walks right in front of us, Gomez.
You know, this lead that we had 20 in the first quarter, right?
Correct.
And we've only scored 4 points this entire quarter. It's 24-6. We've kind of cooled off here.
Rodriguez shoot that from her favorite spot and makes nothing. She heard you talking. She makes that look easy.
So that's 27-6. Eunice in the lead.
So Eunice is trying to press, and they throw it over to number 2, Gomez. She drives, but she's fouled by Parker.
Kiki ran over there and jumped on her back. So give me a ride down there to the basket.
I think they were going to call it for a second. It's a delay whistle.
2:17 remaining here in the first half. It's 6-27.
That being said, they're going to take Jones out and put Bella in for Eunice. So Florida's going to try to throw it in for Hagerman. She gets in to number 23, Gonzalez, but she's blocked. But she missed. She gets her own rebound. Florida's back out to Olivas. She looks back out to number 2, Gomez. She looks back to Flores. Flores going to shoot a deep 3, and it's in and out, but it's rebound. Oh, my gosh. Bella rebounded, but the young lady from behind her poked her in the head and got it away. So Hagerman gets the ball, shoots another deep 3, and it's rebound once again by Bella. Outlet to Denise, and she puts the ball down and dribbles real fast, but it's poked out of, correct myself. She lost control of the ball. Did she? I can't see from here.
I thought she got fouled. I thought the ball got knocked away, but one way or the other, it's a turnover again.
And that's hurting us right now, this second half. So Olivas brings the ball over, throws it over to Flores. Flores looks around, back over to Gomez. What number is that for Dexter? Number 5, Olivas shot a 3-point line. Dexter Hagerman got a 3-pointer and missed completely, and nobody rebound for Eunice, so went out of bounds. So that gives time to put the subs in. We got Parson back in, and we got Maureen, and we got Martinez, Jasmine Martinez in the game. Who's the point guard? Maureen?
I'm assuming.
Okay. Maureen brings the ball down. She looks, throws it down to Parson, wide open underneath. They grab her arm. They call an offensive foul on that one. And the young lady was making a nice strong move, but they're hanging from her arm. So, I don't know.
Wow.
Coach Frazier's not very happy with that call. It was, yeah.
So Parsons caught the ball down right under the basket in the post. I mean, as she went to turn, the young lady literally had a hold of her arm, and when she pulled her arm out of the young lady's grasp, they called her for swinging her arm, called an offensive foul on Parsons.
So 23 comes down here, shoots the ball for the Bobcats. That's Gonzalez, and she makes the first one. Mercy.
There's a song. Why you wanna go?
So Gonzalez shoots the second one, misses, but it is rebounded by Rodriguez. She dribbles the ball out, looks up, nobody's over there. She dribbles on the right-hand side, throws it over to Bella thought about shooting out to Marine. Marine dribbles, give it to Rodriguez. She's going to shoot that. No, she throws it underneath to Parson. Parson goes up, and she's pushed from behind, but she misses the basket. Do that all night, man. Do that all. Keep feeding her.
Yeah, she'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. 1:08 remaining here in the first half. It's 7-27. Eunice in the lead.
So Parson goes up to the free throw line, dribbles, shoots, and she's a little short. She hit nothing but air right there, you can say. I guess all the noise with all the people here in the stands are making her a little nervous.
You know, it's crazy because there's like
kids.
maybe 3-4 kids right down from us, and they are some rowdy little boogers. They're stomping these bleachers. It's rattling our whole, like, there goes your phone. It's about to fall because they're kicking and rattling.
She made the second one. She went 1 for 1, so Eunice once again is pressing. The clock is turning on. 1:07 left in the second quarter. They throw it back to Gonzalez. She tries to dribble to the traffic, but Jasmine comes up with the loose ball, goes in for a layup, and she misses, but Marine shoots back up, and she misses, so Martinez gets a rebound and misses. And
I think there was at least 3, maybe 4 shots right there where we shot and missed, got our own rebound, shot and missed, over and over and over, and we didn't score.
Did not score, and the ball went out of bounds on Eunice, so Hagerman gets the ball. And Rodriguez came in for a break. They put McBee in there. And Jasmine tipped the ball out on the entry pass, so we're still keeping that full court press, Coach. She's trying to work on something.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
So Hagerman trying to throw it into Flores. She dribbles backwards. Marine is in front of with 45 seconds left. She throws it over to number 1. Villa, she dribbles across the timeline. She pulls it back. She throws it out to number 2, Gomez. Back to Villa, shoots an awkward 3 and makes it look easy with that 3. So it went in for Hagerman. So we got 31 seconds. Marine brings the ball down, throws over to Martinez. She dribble drives, throws it out to Marine. Marine can't handle it, but Bella does a.
Bella looked like she was playing in the Super Bowl. She went through and like stiff-armed the girl into the ground.
I liked it. It was smooth too.
Yeah.
She came up to it, kind of bumped her a little bit. I mean, she should have fell. It would have been like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that right there was smoother than you can get smooth down at Cardinal Hardware.
I'm telling you, bro.
If you need something smooth, they can hook you up down there smoothly. Ashley Davis, Chris Myers, Miss Ortega, Cardinal Hardware, they're smooth. 23 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Flores shot the shot free throw, and she misses, but gets her own rebound. They give it back to Gomez. Flores gets it on top of the key. She's going to dribble top of the key. She looks, throws it over to the Villa. Villa dribbles around, forces it to Flores. Flores misses the ball and goes out of bounds with 6-point-something seconds. So it's going to be Eunice's ball on the opposite side of their basket. They throw in the Marine. She dribbles nice, cool, calm, collected. They give it to McBee. Shoots a deep 3, looks pretty, and it goes in right before the buzzer.
Hits one from about almost half court for 3.
She can't even believe it. Look at her.
That was the brightest moment of the second quarter was that shot right there.
That's a nice shot. Look, I'll tell you, it looked pretty from here, so it went in, so we'll take it.
10-31 at halftime. Eunice in the lead by 21. Both groups are headed to the locker room. We'll take about a 5-minute break, and we'll be back on the line shortly. You're listening to Eunice Cardinal Basketball on the Nomark Broadcast Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful and wonderful smelling Hagerman, New Mexico. Home of the Lady Bobcats and other Bobcats. Little Bobcats running around just all over this place. Just pastures full of Bobcats around here.
I'm telling you, man. It's dangerous out there.
The Eunice Lady Cardinals up at halftime, 31-10, and we are getting ready. There's about 30 seconds remaining here on the clock. Getting ready to start the second half.
All I got to say about the first half, we need to rebound just a little bit better and quit fouling so easily.
Yeah.
Everything else is kind of working smooth.
A lot of fouls in that first half, but, just got to – I don't think we've got anybody in foul trouble. I think Chloe has 2, and Parsons may have 2. I can't remember, but anyway, nobody in with any more than 2. So now you just got to go out and play this half. We're up 21, but, the first quarter we played really, really good, looked really good. Second quarter, not so much. I mean, basically the second quarter is at halftime the score, the differential was about the same as at the end of the first quarter.
Right. And hopefully with that long shot that McBee made, that can keep us going in here in the third quarter. So we got to be aggressive and start shooting the ball.
Get a little spark going.
There you go. That's what I meant to say. So Hagerman gets the ball. I was going to say Loving. Number 5 throws it in the floaters. Floaters looks down around to number 2. Gomez shoots a deep 3 and makes it to start off their game right here, man.
Yep. Denise lost her man, and she hit for 3.
So Jones brings back the ball down, throws it back to Bella, top of the key. She looks, throws it back to Jones. Jones looks, shoot that. She dribble tries to throw it to Rodriguez, top of the key. Throws it over to Rangel. Rangel down the Bella. Bella down the Rangel. And it's out of bounds.
Be a turnover.
It's going to be another turnover on Eunice Cardinals.
Not a good way to start here.
No, sir. They got a 3. We got a turnover. And here we go. So Oliva's going to bring back the ball down for Hagerman. Top of the key. She brings it past the timeline. She looks. Throws it over number 2. Gomez. Gomez drives. The ball's poked out by Rangel. Hagerman recovers it. Gomez drives all the way through. She throws up a shot and misses, but Hagerman comes down with the rebound. Comes down with another rebound, and they say it was tipped out of Eunice Cardinal, so the ball stays here on the Hagerman side, on the Bobcat side.
7:03 remaining. We've ran almost a minute off the clock, and not much has happened.
So Hagerman's trying to get it in, and they finally got it into number 5, to the top of the key. Oliva, she dribbles, looks around, sets up the offense. Everybody switches places out there. She throws it over number Gomez, number 2, back to Villa, number 3, number 25, number 25. April gets the ball. Was that a moving screen? They blew the whistle. I looked down, look at my chart, and they called a foul on.
Like they called a moving screen there. Somebody leveled Rangel. 6:44 remaining here in the third. She looked like she was playing in the Super Bowl again. Except this time she was getting hit. It's 13-31.
Yeah, pretty much wrapped around, huh? Mm-hmm. Jones brings that ball down, throws it on the Parsons, does a little quick move on top of the key. No. They say called it on the travel as a young lady was hanging on her arm.
3 straight turnovers, 3 straight trips.
And no points.
And no points, and they've hit a 3.
So Hagerman is on the board first this half, right? So number 5 brings it over, will leave us. She's guarded out there by Jones. Throws it down the Flores. Flores is wide open. She dribbles in, a little 20-footer, but she misses, but is rebounded by nobody other than Jones. Comes up with the loose ball. She pushes the ball. Eunice comes back down and sets up. She throws over to Rangel. Rangel looks. She's going to drive. She drives towards the basket, shoots it up, and hits the back of the backboard. They call it out of bounds, and she gets her own rebound.
She threw that over to Dexter.
And she threw it out of bounds.
Wow. 6:01. That's 4 straight trips, 4 straight turnovers.
So Rangel comes out, and McBee goes in for her. So Olivas brings down the ball for Hagerman. She drives all the way towards the basket, and she misses it, but Parsons misses the rebound, and it's rebound by number 23. They're going to call the foul on Parson with the push. So how many fouls is that on her? 2?
I was going to say it's not many because I don't think anybody's in
foul trouble like you said earlier.
Trouble.
So Hagerman is trying to throw it in. That's the longest 5 seconds. They throw it deep to Villa. I apologize to Gomez. She gets the ball, dribble, drives all the way down. She throws it over to Gonzalez, back to Gomez. Gomez throws it out to Flores. Flores looks, dribbles. She's being guarded by Rodriguez. She drives, bounce pass to number 25, but she loses control. But number 5, Olivas gets in. She's blocked by Parson, but rebound by Hagerman. But they miss and rebound by Parson with a partially walk there. But she outlets it to McBee. McBee to Jones. Jones drives, throws it back to McBee. McBee drives again, throws it down to Bella. Bella tries to hand off to Rodriguez, but nothing happens. But Parson gets a loose ball and she falls out of bounds, so that's another turnover. Or did they call a timeout?
He called a timeout. If he called the timeout perfect, we had 4 or 5 straight trips down the floor where we turned the ball over, and we called a timeout right there that saved one.
Saved the big one. The big one. Well, that being said, on that timeout, sorry, Coach, I'm daydreaming on here.
Hey, I've got a message here that says for some reason the camera seems out of focus this half. So look. Yeah,
it kind of comes and goes.
Yeah.
What do you suggest? Move back a little bit, leave it as is?
I don't know. You might just let the cameraman know. That way he can check it out. And speaking of the cameraman, Damian Fairbrush, Charlie's grandson, turns 9 years old today. Damian Fairbrush, 9 years old. Happy birthday, little fella. The man, the myth, the camera assistant. And anyway, 9 years old, Damian Fairbrush. Congratulations, the big 9.
Big old 9. I remember that age like it was yesterday.
Shoot, it was for me.
So it's going to be Eunice's ball underneath her basket. They have not scored any points this quarter. So hopefully we get a good basket real quick. Get that confidence going again. Rodriguez is going to throw it in. Throws it into Parson. Nice quick shot. It goes up in and out of the basket. So Hagerman comes down with the rebound. Hagerman pushing the ball up top. Gomez has a rebound. She throws it back to number 33, Acosta. Acosta is trapped at the top of the key. She throws it over to Villa. Villa throws it over to, oh, she walked to number 5, and she shoots a shot, hits nothing but the backboard, and McBee gets it, dribbles down. They're going to call it out of bounds on Hagerman. So
4:49 remaining here in the third. It's 13-31. We got a mirror image score up there.
So Chloe brings up the ball top of the key. Jones, she dribbles, throws it down to Bella. Bella gets a nice pass, throws it down to Parson. Parson able to handle the pass, but goes off out of bounds off a Hagerman player. So it's going to be Eunice ball underneath the basket. We still have not scored a basket this quarter, right?
We look like we haven't. We look like we looked the first quarter against Jow.
Oh, the ball's thrown into Parson. She misses the shot, but Hagerman comes down with the rebound. Gomez pushes the ball down, throws it over to 33, Acosta. She dribbles towards the basket. She attacks the basket, throws it up, and she's blocked by Parson. And the ball is rebounded by Jones. She pushes the ball. That's a good time to get a nice layup, get it going. She goes all the way towards the basket, goes up, and she's fouled, and no call was made on that one. And the ball stays on this side for the Eunice Cardinals, but no foul was called on that strong layup. I've never seen anybody miss a layup that easy not being fouled, right, Coach?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we got Eunice, gets the ball underneath her own basket, going to throw it in. Rodriguez looks deep, throws it into Parson. Parson gets the ball, throws it to Jones at the top of the key. She dribbles, picks up, throws it to McBee. She dribble drives back to Jones. Jones dribble drives again. And she comes back out, throws it down to Parson. Parson turns, looks, gives it to Rodriguez with the layup, and she's fouled from behind.
That'll quarter. Halfway through the third.
Player gets to the Eunice bench.
And Ruben just maybe that's what I said here and take it.
So Eunice gets on Parson. Parson, 20, little
nice
10-footer makes. Yeah, what I tell you.
Nice.
So Eunice is pressing again. He comes in, loses the ball. Rodriguez gets it. Parson gets the ball. Stepped out of, they call it a walk.
Yeah, they call it for a travel.
that, the ball was 50-50 between two Eunice players. So, like, you get it, no, you get it. So.
Gotta want it.
But it was another turnover, right?
Yep.
So here we go. Oh, she moved. She can't be moving in on that bounce spot like that. But anyway, Parson gets top of the key. They're going to call a foul on McBee as the ball was already in the air. That's another foul. So
3:33 remaining here in the third.
We scored 2 baskets.
What did called McBee for the foul, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That's her first. They're saying up there. So Oliva's dribbling the ball down for Hagerman. She throws it over to Villa. Back to Olivas. To Flores. Flores trying to force the ball down. Back to Olivas. Olivas for Villa. She looks down. Back to Olivas. Foul on Bella. She was trying to get position there. That young lady got the ball, turned around and hit our player, right? They call a foul on our girl.
Yeah. 2:53 remaining here in the third. It's 13-35. Hagerman will have the ball down under their basket on the baseline to throw it in. Here they come.
So they try to get it in the middle. Nobody gets it. Loose ball. Chloe gets the rebound. Comes all the way up for a layup. And hits the front of the rim, but our rebounder is pushed down. McBee got the rebound, but she is pushed behind the back. She fell down, but she fell out of bounds. So it's going to be Hagerman ball. Trying to get it in, get it in, get it in. And Hagerman does get it in. They get into Villa. She pushes the ball all the way down. She passes it over to number 25. Cannot handle it. It's become a jump ball. It's going to be Eunice's ball. So the crowd is getting into it a little bit. The score is 13-35 in the third quarter. Rodriguez throws it in. Jones. Jones brings full common collector here. Not that much production this quarter.
Not any
from the ladies. Jones throws it over to McBee. Has a hard time handling the ball. Throws it over to Jones. Parson gets the rebound. Throws it over to Rodriguez. Steps back for a three. It looks good from here. Goes in and out of the basket, but Hagerman gets the rebound on that one. We did not score again. She throws a deep pass to Flores. Flores gets it. One dribble. She throws it across, but Parson comes up with the loose ball. It's still loose, and nobody has it. Somebody has it, and it was a jump ball, and I believe it's going to be Hagerman's ball. We are not, we're that cold right now. We're dead cold. I mean, the only thing we're doing right now is doing a lot of turnovers, Coach. We just need to forget about this quarter, man.
Yeah, our problem is we have one of these quarters about every game. We've got to quit this. At this point in the season, it's too late for
this
ugly
basketball.
Yeah.
So number 3 throws her, number 5 she looks, throws down to 25, who can't handle the pass, but Carson gets a loose ball. Outlet to Jones. Jones looking up, she dribbles the ball down on the left-hand side, throws it down to Maureen, throws up a deep two, but it's rebounded by Howler. Howler gets the ball out to Parson and goes up, and she is fouled. Nice rebound there by Howler. Get some playing time. Hopefully she can put a spark into the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which she did by rebounding the ball, giving it out to Parson. But we just did not make that layup. That's probably what they're talking about right there, Coach. You know how it cuts in and out?
Oh, yeah. Which is probably our service here in this building.
So Parsons on the free throw line. She dribbles, looks, shoots. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And that free throw was brought to you from Eunice Pump and Supply. If you need something, give them a call.
So it's 13-36, 1:43 remaining in the third.
And we made our 5th point of the quarter. So Parson dribbles, looks, shoots, and once again, nothing but the net. That's all we need. And she's coming out of the game. Kiki Parker will be replacing her on the court. So we've got a full court press here. Hagerman trying to get thrown in. They get it thrown in pretty easy. They're going to trap her here on the left-hand side, but he gets the ball down the court. Number 32 gets it, hard dribble. Heller comes up, does a nice defensive job, and gets a rebound. Outlets to Maureen. She looks down, throws it over to McBee. She dribble drives, little jump shot, and she shoots it up, nothing. But the ball's rebounded by Parker. Back out to McBee, little 20-footer, nothing. But Parker again gets a rebound, goes back up with the left hand, one left-handed. There you go.
Nice, Kiki.
That's all we need, man. That's a spark out there. Eunice Hagerman gets the ball in. To number 3, back over to number 5. A deep pass, number 32 for Hagerman. Nobody was back there. She throws it back to Via. Via looks, and she walks. As McBee came flying by to block that shot, their number 2 walk for Hagerman. So Maria's going to throw it into Rangel. She's going to dribble the ball up. Rangel, I'm sorry. Nice, cool, calm, and collective. She dribbles to the right-hand corner. Hands it off to number 2. Kiki gets it, throws it over to McBee. McBee comes back on top of the key. And we have a loose ball in the court. To Parker. Parker gets it over to Marine. Marine can't handle the pass. And number 20, what? Are they going to call a foul? 32 got the ball, and there's a loose ball, and she was pushed over by Marine. I think Marine number 2 pushed her over.
What?
So that's a foul on Marine. So Hagerman gets the ball back with 36 seconds left in the third quarter. And they dribble the ball down. Nice, cool, calm, and collective. And Hagerman just throws the ball away. Number 23 did for Hagerman. That is Gonzalez. She's throwing it over to Gomez. Gomez was not expecting that pass. So Rangel dribbles the ball down with 27 seconds. The cool, calm, and collected. Breaks the timeline. Dribbles to the right, dribbles to the left. Throws it down to Heller. Heller makes a nice pass outlet, but she loses the ball. And Hagerman comes away with the loose ball. It seems like we're trying to give the game away, Coach.
Yeah,
So
lots of turnovers.
10 seconds left. Number 5 has the ball on top of the key for Hagerman. Number 2 has it Gomez throws it over to Flores. Flores just throws it up, hits the back of the rim. Nobody, it doesn't go in, but nobody rebounds it. McBee finally comes up with
that. The first quarter against Jow was pretty rough. That one right there looked out and out terrible again. That's my Charles Barkley voice. That's terrible.
It's terrible.
That's terrible.
See, I went to Auburn University. You know, you ain't got to talk real good, but you got to play some good basketball.
13-39. Terrible quarter right there for number 3. So we'll see if maybe we can wake up and play some basketball in the fourth.
But if you feel terrible, you can go to Eunice Health Clinic. They can take care of you right there. Just walk in. They'll check you for anything you need. They can give you whatever you want and take care of you. Also, if you need something from the Cardinal Hardware, just get a hold of Ashley Davis, Chris Myers, and Miss Ortega. Give her a phone call. Say, you know what? I got to bust a line. I need something tonight. Tonight, they can probably help you out. Eunice Public Schools. Thank you for being our support out there, for being in our district and making everything happen, guys. Appreciate that. The City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. And also Eunice Pump and Supply, Devon Energy, and Parker Energy Services. Those sponsors of the third quarter. If we can start the fourth quarter. The score is 39 Eunice, Bobcats 13. That third quarter was rough. So
Terrible.
Terrible.
see, it's frozen right here, if you see. Once again, guys, it's the internet. If you're having issues with the live feed, please be patient over here. In this part of the world, we have poor internet, so all green lights are on. It's just one of those things, man. So Eunice is going to get the ball in the beginning of the fourth quarter. Rodriguez passes it into Jones. Jones back to Rodriguez. She dribble drive a little bit, brought it back out to the top of the key. She looks, hands it off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez comes around. Nice screen by Bella. She comes open. She shoots it, misses everything, but rebound by Parson. Throws it in to Jones. Jones gives it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez tried to pass the ball down to Parson, but Hagerman's players jumped in the passing lane.
And fortunately for the Cardinals, that'll go back over to the Lady Cardinals. 7:37. It's 13-39.
So Bella throws it into Rodriguez at the top of the key. She looks, throws it back into Bella, but it's intercepted, or the pass is stolen by 23 for the Bobcats, and it is tipped out of bounds by Parson there when she tries up the key. We're going to have a substitution in for Eunice, number 00. Denise is coming in for Rodriguez. Oh, man, we almost was on the court when they handed the ball.
Almost had a collision.
So number 5, top of the key for Hagerman, throws it over back to Flores. She looks, throws it back to number 5, which will leave us down to 23, which is Gonzalez. She dribble drives, she's tripped by Parson. Little stuff like that we don't need to do, man. Let her go. And let your backside help you, right?
7:14 here in the fourth.
Oh, nice steal by Jasmine. She throws it over to Denise. Denise comes in for a nice strong layup, goes up and makes it in. That way to start off this fourth quarter. So Eunice full court press again. They're throwing in number 3 for Hagerman. Eunice is up here on her. And Rangel is up on her. She picks up a dribble, top of the key, closes up the guard in there on number 5, which is number Olivas. Name is Olivas. Down to Flores. She looks. Back to Olivas. They force the ball underneath, but Jones comes up with the steal, but they call it jump ball real quick on that one after she got a steal. So it stays on this side. It's going to be Hagerman ball. Scores 41-13 Eunice favor. In the fourth quarter, 6 minutes and 40 seconds left. They throw the ball in number 5 from Flores. She dribbles the ball. They have no hurry, do they? So Flores comes back onto this corner. They're going to give it to her. They throw it back out to Flores. Back out to Olivas. She shoots a deep 3, misses. But it hits in the head, hits Jasmine in the head. But they get the loose ball. Hagerman does, but as number 5 goes up, she's blocked by Parson. It's going to be number 4 on her, right? So that's going to be number 4 or 5. Let's see if they change it up there on Parson.
They're saying 4 on the board.
That was up there earlier, but we'll see. Well, we'll take 4. I'll take it. So number 5, Olivia's at the free throw line. She misses the first one. Shoots the second one. She misses it and rebounded by Parson. She outlets Rangel. Rangel dribbles the ball down to the center of the court. She picks up a dribble. Throws it out to Jones. Jones gets the ball top of the key. Throws it over to Jasmine. Jasmine.
Oh, my goodness.
Throws it down to Parson. Makes a nice strong move. Goes up, and she is fouled as she goes up. That's a good no call on 23. So, the Lady Cardinals need to relax out there, man. They're playing like if they're losing the game, Coach.
Well, because they basically played terrible this half. And so, yeah, they don't look like they have much fire.
So Parson goes up, makes her first free throw. But it is a kind of a blowout game, 42-13 in their favor. But right now, it's when we're supposed to work on the fundamentals.
Right now is about when I usually pause this microphone on here
and start hollering
and start ripping butts, because I can't stand that little lackadaisical garbage play. It just drives me bananas.
Parson misses their second shot, but we have a lane violation on Hagerman. So we're shooting again here.
I don't care if you're winning by 1 or down by 1 or up by 50. I want you to play hard.
Stay focused, right? Oh, she makes it so 2 for 2. We got a sub for Hagerman coming in, number 25. So Eunice is no longer pressing out there. So everybody's backed off. We got like a small press up there. We got Jones on top of the key. We got Parsons. We're playing man-to-man. So Hagerman throws the ball over. Jasmine comes back with the loose ball. She comes down the left-hand side, comes back over to the right, goes back up, and she's fouled by number 25. She attacks the basket. And that's created by all the energy out there going on.
Gotta have some energy.
So Jasmine gets up to the free throw line, gets ready. And we got a sub coming in. 25, she fouled out. Number 25 fouled out of the game in the fourth quarter. With 5 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game. And Jasmine dribbles, looks, prepares to shoot, shoots high off the backboard. And there was a 1-and-1. It should have been, she was shooting 2. Anyways, here we go again. Man, these earphones are tight on my ears, man. I'm gonna get smaller ears or something.
Looking like Dumbo over there.
Might as well be. We're like in a circus right now. Yeah. Jasmine looks, shoots, hits it high off the rim. Hagerman comes around with the rebound. We got that press up there. Jasmine with another steal goes up. A little too hard on that one. So Hagerman comes back with the rebound. And ooh, nice defensive play by Bella, but she gets the loose ball but throws it away. Oh, that should be a charge. But no, but it's a little chaos right here. But Eunice comes back with the ball, throws the ball up to Parson, goes up for a layup. So good job on the Lady Cardinals. They're picking it up after here in the fourth quarter. Scores 45-13 in Eunice's favor. Number 5 for Hagerman brings it down. Olivas Throws it down to number 2, Gomez. She looks, dribble drives, throws it out to number, I don't know what number that is, number 10. Throws a little floater and makes it for the Hagerman Bobcats.
Looked like Dirk Nowitzki out
I'm
that
telling you.
one-leg shot there.
Her last name is Lard. Or Lard. Jones brings up the ball, top of the key. She dribbles over to the right, spin moves, throws it over to Denise. Raquel looks down underneath to Parson. Parson gets it, she's pushed, makes a strong move, throws it down to Bella. Bella was able to handle it, the ball goes out of bounds on Eunice. And Eunice gonna bring some subs, and we're gonna have the Ashley Castillo, Huller, Parker, Rodriguez coming in, and the only person who's gonna leave is Jasmine Martinez. So we got I think it's man-to-man as Eunice lines up on their side of the court. Flores brings the ball down for Hagerman, throws it over to Gomez. She dribble drives, the lane's wide open, she goes out. She's stopped by Ashley Castillo, but she still makes a layup. That lane was open, man, way too easy. 4 minutes and 27 seconds left. Rodriguez, Martinez down the Huller. Nice pass, and Huller goes up and makes that shot.
Nice pass from Jasmine Martinez over to Haller. Haller finishes with 2.
That's 4 for the night for her. So Flores brings up the ball, passes it over to Gomez. She looks. Parker's on her. Jasmine almost had another steal, but Flores came back around. Gomez has the ball. She drives, shoots it, misses, but Parker comes out with the rebound. Outlet to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dribbling up on the left-hand side of the court. She drives all the way down, passes down to Jasmine. Jasmine goes up for a nice layup. I like how she waited to pass that ball, let that defensive player come to her.
That makes it 17-49 after the nice assist from Alina Rodriguez.
Flores drives. She's blocked by Parker. As she went up, the outlet goes to Martinez. She can't handle it, but she throws it to Howler. Howler gets it up and goes in for a layup, and she makes the basket.
In there.
So we have a hurt player on the Hagerman side.
We do.
She's grabbing her knee. I believe that's Flores.
Those knees always scare me anytime you have a person down with a knee.
But that's a good job on Lady Carmel's right there. Getting that momentum going again.
You know, we scored right there at the end, and I'm not, there they go, they put it up. I was fixing, I'm not sure if they were going to give us those 2 or not.
I think that's what Coach McBee's out there trying to get situated.
But they put it up there now on the boards. So the young lady from Hagerman's helped over to the bench. There's 3:23 remaining here in the 4th. It's 17-51.
Eunice's favor. So Hagerman's gonna get the ball and they throw our basket, throws it in. And number 5, she dribbles up the ball with no hurry. Throws it over to 23 to Gomez. Gomez looks, guarded by Parker. She drives the basket, dishes it off to number 13, shoots it up, and Howler with the rebound, but she outlets it to number 10. She goes up and misses a rebound, but it's rebound again by Castillo, what they call a jump ball. Yeah, Brandy, the number 10 for Hagerman, she's a little baller. She wants to play. She's out there hustling. So that being said, we'll give a shout out to our sponsors. We're going to start off with Eunice Public Schools, Corner Hardware, and City of Eunice, and Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas.
So under 3 minutes to go. It's 17-51, Eunice in the lead.
Rodriguez brings the ball down, one-handed pass to Parker. On the left-hand side, she drives it. Ooh, it's poked out of bounds as number 5 reaches in, and Kiki just pushed her down. Did you see that?
2:48 remaining here in the game. 17-51.
Martinez has the ball top of the key. She throws over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez throws it down to Castillo. Forces the ball once again. That's another turnover for Eunice. Villa, she gets the ball, dribbles all the way down, and she walks, but throws it back out to number 33. Double dribbles and dribbles again. And Jasmine reaches in and steals the ball all the way. With another steal, she goes up, shoots it up, makes a layup. A nice layup by Martinez. With 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in the game. So number 32 for the Bobcats brings the ball down. Once again, Martinez reaches in and steals the ball again with those long arms. She goes in for a nice layup on the left-hand side, and she is blocked as she goes up, and she gets fouled. So that's 3 steals in her the last minute and a half. So she's going to the line for a couple of free throws for Jasmine Martinez.
So 2:09 remaining here in the game. It's 17-53. Eunice in the lead. Martinez at the free throw line.
And she misses her first shot.
The Hagerman boys basketball team has just stuck their head out the little tunnel there from the locker room. So that's the crowd that you hear from Hagerman screaming, the number 2 ranked team in the state of New Mexico right now.
So on that being said, we have a lane violation on Hagerman. So Martinez will be shooting again, and we had a substitution at that time. Rodriguez came out and they put in Maureen. So Martinez is going to shoot again on that free throw. So Hagerman is ranked number 2?
Yeah, they were number 1 for several weeks, and they lost to Jal. So they're setting at number 2 right now.
So Martinez misses her second shot, rebounded by Hagerman. At 32, she throws it up to Olivas. Olivas throws a skip pass to number 2 for Hagerman. She hands it off to 23. She dribbles towards the basket, goes around Howler. Throws up a shot, but rebound by Parker. But they grab the ball when she brings that ball down. And it's a jump ball, and it's going to be Hagerman ball. The sub's going in. We got McBee coming in for Jasmine. So it's going to be Hagerman ball under the basket, and nobody wants to go over there to throw it in for Hagerman. There she goes. 58 seconds left in this game. Gomez for a deep shot, but Parker gets another rebound. She looks for an outlet, but she didn't find it, but she's going to bring the ball down herself on the left-hand side. She's pushing it. She stopped wisely. Throws it over to McBee. She takes a hard dribble, throws it on to Howler, and throws it up. Howler, another shot.
Yeah,
Every time she gets the ball, man, she makes it.
Howler banks that one in off the glass from the assist from McBee. 30 seconds to go here in the game.
She's 4 for 4. Villa drives in, and then Gomez, bank shot misses, but rebound by who?
Howler.
Outlet to Maureen. Maureen looks up. She wants her to pass, but she passes too late.
Wow.
Throws it off the backboard.
She tried to throw the alley-oop off the glass.
And it's a rebound. That's actually a rebound.
She thought Ashley was going to come through and dunk it off the backboard.
And I don't know, number 5 was throwing it for Hagerman.
That was like that. She threw it from half court. She was trying to throw it off the glass so that Ashley could come in and grab it and slam it home, but they weren't able to connect. And at the end of the ball game, your final score is 55-17. The Lady Cardinals finished the first half of district play undefeated, and will move on to the second half of district play starting next week. They've still got to play Dexter a little bit later this week, and so
correct.
That'll be a big game. They lost to Dexter by a couple of points here in Dexter a few weeks ago, and they were missing a couple of their starters, including our 6'1" sophomore center, Caitlin Parsons. So
it was a tough loss tonight, but tonight the ladies played good and then didn't play at all.
Yep.
So they came out with the win, which we needed. So
we'll clear the score here, and then we'll take a couple of minutes, and then we'll be back here in just a few minutes to get started with the boys' game. You're listening to Eunice Cardinal Basketball on the No Mark Broadcast Network. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, and welcome to Hagerman, New Mexico, where No Mark Broadcasting will be bringing you a District 4 2A matchup between the number 2 in the state, NMAA 2A Hagerman Bobcats, and the number 16 state-ranked Eunice Cardinals. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero and Charlie Fairbrush on the camera. Tonight is a big district matchup that could be a good one. Eunice has a district win over Loving with losses to Jow and Tatum. Hagerman has wins over Loving and Tatum but lost to Jow. Jow sits in first place in district play, although Hagerman has a much higher seed in the state rankings as they enter tonight number 2, and they've spent most of the season as number 1. Jow sits at number 10. Hagerman is 13-1, while Eunice is 8-8. Some strange things in this district. One of the top districts in 2A boys basketball this year. Once again, Jow beat Eunice by 10 in a very close game. They beat Hagerman by 7 in a very, very close game. Tatum beat Eunice by 3. Hagerman beats Tatum in a really close game. With the exception of Loving, all the other teams in district are very competitive this year. For Eunice, earlier this season, they lost senior Jorge Ontiveros with a knee injury, a huge blow to this Cardinal team. They've also battled COVID. Very few games this season have we saw all of the Cardinals on the court in full strength. However, they've continued to be competitive and to battle out there. In the game versus Jow, the Cards played very well. Sophomore Ashton Thompson played really well. He attacked the basket, hit some deep shots from behind the three-point arc. Ovi Ontiveros battled down low with Jow's extremely large lineup. He had numerous blocks and rebounds. Billy Blevins, Jorge Gomez, Jorge Ortega all played very well in the Jow loss. There were no Eunice stats entered in Max Preps. In fact, I haven't seen any stats entered the last several weeks, so my apologies. I wasn't able to get much information for you on that end. For the season, the Cards are sitting one game from the bottom in District 4 2A. They are athletic. They are capable. They have shown they can compete with the best. Just look at the Jow game, look at the Dora game, look at the Brutalis games. This team has got the pieces to compete. They've just got to get out here and get it done. And what the answer is, I'm not sure. We will see here today, though, as this Hagerman team is a quality ball club. They are a quality team. They've only lost one game all year, and that was a nail-biter in Jow. They're the real deal. So, with that said, before I send it over to Rosendo for his thoughts, we want to shout out to Damian Fairbrush. It's his 9th birthday again. We want to make sure we wish him a happy birthday. He's usually here helping us with the camera and whatnot, but not today. So shout out Damian Fairbrush, grandson of Charlie, 9 years old today.
I bet you that's his favorite grandson too.
I bet
My
you're
thoughts on the Eunice Cardinals is that we need to keep competing, but eventually we need to win a game.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say that so bluntly, but we need to go out there and keep fighting, and eventually, once all the pieces get together, to come together, we're going to come out with the victory. I just hope it's not too late in district play to come out with that victory. But tonight, on this game, is going, like you said, it's going to be a rough, tough game. But if the boys go out there and compete, I keep using that word, compete hard, it's possible we might pull out a win as well, man. I mean, I have hope.
Yeah, I agree. You know, it's we kind of talked about it before the girls game a while ago. It's a tough situation. It's interesting because you look at this basketball team, and with the exception of a couple that are out there that didn't play football, and with the exception of a couple that aren't out there that went on to play baseball. The majority of these kids are all off of that, 4 or 5 state championship run. We've got the athletes. I've mentioned this many times before, and I'll stay from the very beginning. I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody individually for the lack thereof of success so far. 8-8, that's, you get a 50 on your algebra test, they tell you failed. We're at 50% right now. I do not 100% believe that it's our coaching staff. I don't believe that it's the kids on their own level. I think that it is a situation where I've mentioned this for years and nobody wants to hear it, but it is a culture thing in Eunice where basketball to me is just a filler sport. It doesn't mean much to anybody. And that's just my opinion. It's what I see. When I was coaching in Hobbs all those years, I lived up there for almost 15 years. It's passion up there about basketball. We have that type of passion and expectation of high-level success in football. We have it in baseball. We don't have it in basketball. It's just not a, honestly, I'm almost converted. And the reason I say that is we're 8-8, and I feel like we've had a decent year. And like I said, if I make a 50 on my algebra test, I don't feel like I did very good. If I make a 50 on my English test, well, we've won 50% of our games, and I feel like we've had an all right year. And so that's why I say I think it's a cultural change in Eunice from the top down all the way down to the youth sports programs. We talked a little bit about it in between games, you and I did. This girls program has had some good success so far this year. I think they're now, 12-5, something like that. They're sitting in the top 10 right now in overall rankings. But the girls program's a little different, and it's no disrespect toward these guys, but those girls, a couple things. One, so many of those girls started playing at a very young age. They played in the little Eunice Sports League, youth sports, that thing that they have. About 3/4 of this team, the girls team, was mascots for the high school team when I was coaching girls that came out for every game and warmed up and did the things with us. Then we would take those teams at the end of the season and we would go travel around, do a few tournaments. Then as they started getting a little bit older, Marty Rodriguez took them over. He started controlling the mascots and then taking that group and going and playing tournaments with them all spring and half the summer. And then you have kids like Alina Rodriguez that have decided that was their sport, and she just plays ball all year round. I mean, she's all during volleyball season, she's up in Albuquerque, over in Dallas, playing in tournaments, doing showcases, going to camps. We have a lot of kids that do that, and you're starting to see reap the benefits of that. Not to mention a bunch of these girls, as they were mascots and little, watching Jada and Araya and Malie and Ide and all of those other girls, Clarissa, I could name a whole bunch of them. They watched those girls and said, I want to do that one day. And so, they've had that expectation. They've looked and said, that's what we want to do. And so we've never had that really in the boys division for the last 25, 30 years in Eunice. It just hasn't been there. And, like I said, I know Ovi has told me in the past, and he might get mad at me for saying this out loud, but he's told me in the past that sometimes after games they're in there talking about, baseball's starting and we're going to do this and that. And that's the conversation that they're having. It's not, hey, we're going to go to state in basketball. It's not. And like I said, until that cultural changes, we're going to continue to be average and 50-50. And so that said, we've got the pieces to be successful right here. I think Coach McBee has a passion for the game, and we'll see how they do here tonight. We've still got a lot of games left. I said I wasn't going to mention all that stuff until the end of the season because we've still got another half of district play to go. And I'm, I think this group here can get it done.
Which they might start tonight.
Yeah,
they probably heard you. Are they going to go back tonight here?
That'll be good.
Motivate them.
I'll be excited for that for sure. So,
won't be off.
This group as a whole has, like I said, they played well this year, and it's just hard for me to fathom that. And I go back again, if it was football season and we were 50-50, if we had won and lost half our games, everybody would be upset. But
yes.
Even me personally, I want, one of these is my kid. I feel like we've had a pretty good year. And
you're becoming like the culture.
I'm telling you. Well, and I don't necessarily mean that. I think it's a community thing. I truly do. And I know that may upset people. I don't know. You know me. I say what I think. But I just think it's a cultural deal. From the top down, school administration, school board, the community as a whole, there's just not that expectation of high-level success. And, you know, and we get what we expect, So they're introducing the teams. They're shutting the lights off again. You know, number 2 team in the state. They've got a huge projector screen up on the wall, playing videos of their team. They've got the lights off. The Eunice girls basketball team getting rowdy, cheering for their Cardinals, and so. I love this intro stuff, though. I like it a lot.
It's a seller, bro.
Man, I'm telling you. I like it.
I like that overhead projector on the wall.
Yeah, I do too. I want that big screen like they got. Oh! Oh, I thought he fell down. He did it on purpose.
Yep. Came into a little
did
jump
like a
off
little
the back.
break dancing move out onto the court. Hagerman taking this pretty serious.
I'm telling you, man, it's a whole different atmosphere.
We got to get Charlie over there and record some of this. He's like, he's like, I ain't interested in recording their run out. They got some dance moves as they're running out on the court. Had some break dancing going on a while ago. I mean, they got it all.
And they're winning.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, they're 14-1 or whatever it is right now. Number 2 team in 2A basketball. Man, I tell you what, it would make nobody any more happy than me to see our Cardinals come out here and take care of business tonight.
That'd be so sweet. That'd be so sweet.
And then we could play this video and this thing as we run out the door.
Well, the good thing is if they turn the lights off on us, there's still enough light to unplug everything.
Yeah, like Dexter, they shut the lights off on us and we lost parts to our thingy.
Yeah. So. And they have a lot of large kids on there playing. They have a lot of kids playing on their team.
Yeah, they're not small.
They're not small at all.
Nope. Yeah, they are not small by any means.
So it's a whole different view from playing Jow last week. These guys are tall, lanky. Jow is just tall and huge, you know what I'm saying? They're big boys, so they're men.
Yep.
So.
And once again, if I recall correctly, through 3 quarters, this team was ahead of Jow. Ended up losing to them, but it's a heck of a ball game. So anyway, they've turned the lights back on. It's going to take me a minute to
adjust your vision.
My eyeballs to adjust. I'm getting old, they don't adjust very good anymore. So I want to make sure we shout out to some sponsors as we get started here. Parker Energy Services, Redbird Gas, Devon Energy, Zia Auto Shop, Eunice Pump and Supply, the City of Eunice, Eunice Healthcare, Eunice Healthcare, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, and Cardinal Hardware. That was that for some reason I was wanting to say those 2 words together. Damian Fairbrush, happy birthday, 9 years old. And here we go. Ovi Ontiveros steps out here. He's getting ready to jump off against a gentleman that looks like he's a little taller than Ovi. That's David Chacon. They've got him listed at 6'5", and Ovi wins the tip over the 6'5" Chacon.
Goes to show you what you were talking about, right?
Yes. Thompson swings it over to Blevins. Blevins drops it down to Gomez. They tries to throw it down low, and it gets stolen away. And here comes Hagerman back the other direction. They're going to attack up the middle. That's De La Cruz. He kicks about for a 3. It's no good, but Ovi Ontiveros comes away with the rebound. He gets it over to Thompson. They skip the ball all the way down the court to Blevins. Blevins drops it over to Gomez. Gomez skips it back out to Ontiveros. Ontiveros tries to go up with it, then pulls it down. Swings it over to Thompson, back to Blevins, the right side of the court. He skips it across to Thompson. Thompson shoots a 3 that hits off the back of the rim and is no good, and Hagerman attacks really quickly back the other way. They throw up a shot that is no good. Thompson has the rebound now. Thompson switches course of the floor, throws up a shot that's no good. They skip it down low to Ontiveros. His shot is no good. And then Jaquan Calhoun goes up and gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. That was a lot of talking.
A lot of talking, a lot of action, very, very fast, very smooth transition on Hagerman's part. And also Eunice doing a great job with that press. You're giving it to him, get the ball over, getting some good clean shots right now. We just got to make them.
So Jaquan Calhoun, the junior, goes to the free throw line, and the left-hander swishes the first one through, nothing but net. That'll set Eunice in the lead. It's 1-0. Eunice takes the early lead.
That's the best way to start off right there.
Yes, it is. So his second shot is up, and it will not go. Hagerman comes away with the rebound. They're going to bring the ball down the floor, trying to see who that is. That's number 10. That's Bejarano. Bejarano skips it inside to number 24. That's Chacon, and it's stolen away by Jaquan Calhoun.
He's
Billy
showing out
Blevins
tonight.
kicks it over to Thompson. Thompson back down to Blevins. Blevins looking inside for Calhoun. He skips it across to Gomez. Thompson at the top of the key. He's surveying the defense. He kicks it out to this left side. Hagerman in what looks like either a 2-3 or a 1-2-2. They skip it over to Calhoun. Calhoun with a nice first step move. He rips through, puts that ball on the floor, gets fouled as he pulls up to shoot the jumper. They're just not sure how to match up so far with Calhoun. Oh, they're going to call that on the floor.
Yeah, on the floor. I thought he was shooting.
Me too, for sure. So they get it. They get the ball into Calhoun. He's looking down low. He floats it in, and it's picked off by Alvidrez. Here comes Hagerman the other way, and they're going to lay that in. That's Morales who lays it in with the left hand. It's 2-1. Hagerman now takes the lead. Oh, they throw that pass right to Hagerman, and Hagerman with the runner, and they score. It's now 4-1.
That was too quick, man. I must have jinxed him telling about this pressure.
Yeah, a lot of pressure from Hagerman. They're in that diamond and one pressure. You got to get somebody on the sidelines. I know a lot of people don't like the sidelines on the press break, but that's a good spot for it. There they go. They foul Calhoun again. That was actually the second foul on that trip. They missed the first one.
On that reaching in, he got hit right in the head right there.
Yep.
Knocked his whole mask off.
Calhoun making like Mike Tyson there. He's taking all them shots to the noggin.
So we got Ortega coming in for Gomez on the substitution for the Eunice Cardinals.
So they get it into Thompson. Thompson swings it across to Ortega, who came in. Back to Thompson near the top of the key. They get to Blevins on the left side. Skip pass to Ortega. Ortega pulls up for three and swishes it. Nothing but the bottom of the net. They call it a two. So that makes it 4-3. Eunice still trails by one. Here comes Hagerman. Eunice in the three-quarter court pressure now. Hagerman brings it across the timeline. That's number 1, Dela Cruz. He's dribbling it around out near the volleyball 10-foot line. They swing it over to the corner to number 10. That's Bejarano. He gets it out to Alvidrez. Alvidrez back to Dela Cruz, who pulls an NBA three-pointer and swishes it in. It's now 7-3.
That was a deep three, man.
Here comes that diamond press again. They throw it right to Hagerman. They steal it. Here comes Hagerman the other way, and Ovi Ontiveros comes in from behind and has a steal of his own. There's a battle on the floor for the ball. Hagerman comes away with it. They skip it over to Morales. Morales for three, it won't go. Then they try to get that rebound. They knock it out of bounds, and the ball will go back over to Eunice.
6. I'm trying to cut the seniors. They got 6 seniors on this team as Eunice calls a timeout, I believe. That being said, we're going to give a shout out to our sponsors. Nice shout out to Redbird Gas, Azia Auto Shop, City of Eunice, Cardinal Hardware, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, Devon Energy, and Parker Energy Service.
Marty Rodriguez sitting over to my right, showing me the score in the Texas Tech-Texas game, a huge one going on in Lubbock. Texas Tech up big in that game right now. It's 40-something to 20-something.
Is that why he's stomping his feet over there?
Yes, he's excited. He's over here making like Casey Arcidas or something the way he's bouncing around.
You see that on the timeout? Hagerman went in, got some water, came right back out, was hovering our huddle. Did you see that?
I didn't. I was watching the Texas Tech game. Oh, nice one-handed pass there back over to Calhoun. Calhoun's going to drop it down to Ontiveros. That ball's deflected out of bounds, and Eunice will get the ball on the baseline. 4:28 remaining here in quarter number 1. Eunice trails by 4. It's 7-3. Eunice to throw the ball in. Not much movement going on. They float that one out toward the half-court line.
Wow.
Thompson gets hammered by Dela Cruz. So that foul called on Hagerman. The Hagerman crowd not liking it. They're screaming and hollering. Now the coaches over there in the ear of the official.
They got fast hands, too. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's very fast.
Thompson with the ball. He brings it across the timeline. He's looking down low. Now he swings it over to the left side to Blevins. Blevins asks for a pick. He gets it over to Ortega. Ortega over to Thompson. Thompson looking around. He's wanting a pick now, I think. They're going to try to get it into Ontiveros. Blevins caught the ball, went up with it. He looked like he got hit across the arms, no call. And here comes Hagerman back the other way. That's number 2, Alvidrez. Back up top to 10, Bejarano. Back over to 2. That is Alvidrez, and he hits a long 3 with contact, no call. It's 10-3, Hagerman.
And there, Hagerman is still pressing, man. We got to control this press on the Eunice Cardinals. Thompson gets it over to Blevins.
Yeah, they float it down to Blevins. Blevins over to Ontiveros. Ontiveros with the dribble drive.
Oh.
He starts to go up. No call on another contact there, and that ball's going to be tied up down low, and that'll give the ball over to the Bobcats. 3:33 remaining here in the first quarter. Hagerman up 10-3 early.
So Galvan comes in, and number 34 for Hagerman. Is it 34? I can't see the number. Anyways, we got substitutes for Hagerman.
So here goes the pressure. Hagerman able to get to half court pretty easily.
Too easily.
Dela Cruz, he's going to pull it out now and set up his offense. He kicks it over to Alvidrez. Alvidrez drops it down to Bejarano. Bejarano drops it down right inside the paint, and a nice finish by Galvan over an outstretched arm of Calhoun.
Calhoun was in his face, man. He barely shot over that.
Here comes Eunice back the other way. Thompson brings it across the timeline. 3:05 and ticking. They get it into Ovi Ontiveros.
There you go,
Ovi with a little dribble drive. He goes up with the shot, and he is fouled. The basket does not go in, but that'll send Ovi, I think, to the free throw line.
He should. My point of view.
Yeah, they're saying he's going to shoot 2. So Ovi Ontiveros, number 23, the senior, goes to the free throw line. Just under 3 minutes remain here in quarter number 1. He banks the first one off of the back of the rim, and no good. He'll get to shoot another. So Ontiveros back to the free throw line. It's 12-3. Eunice trailing here. Here comes his second shot. It's up, and he swishes that one. That one looked nice.
It's 12-4. Hagerman favor.
So here comes Hagerman trying to break that pressure again. Dela Cruz kicks it ahead to Vargas. Vargas on the left wing kicks it back to Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz looking over to this right side, but he swings it back over to Vargas. Now they bring it over to this right side. That's Alvidrez. He drops it down low, and they kick it out to Dela Cruz, who pulls up for 3, and he sinks another 3 from way downtown. He's hit a couple of them from way out there.
We got to extend our defense, man. Extend that defense out there, if possible.
So Eunice brings it across the timeline. Thompson to Blevins. Blevins back to Thompson. They're standing up near the midcourt. Ontiveros tries to step through. He kicks it back out to Thompson. Over to Ortega. They kick it back over to Thompson.
And Eunice is trying to get something started from too far out, man. Too
Now
deep.
they swing it back over to Ortega. Yeah, they're starting their offense from out near the half-court line. Ortega has it taken away, and here comes Hagerman back the other direction. The shot is up, it's no good, but Hagerman with the rebound. The putback is no good, but Hagerman with another rebound, and they're going to call a foul down low on somebody.
That's good, because Dela Cruz just shot a 3 and made it, so.
Yeah, Dela Cruz off that deflection knocked that way downtown 3
I thought he was in the
again.
stands over there shooting that.
But luckily for the Cardinals, they called a foul first.
So we got Kevin Garcia coming in for the Eunice Cardinals, taking Ortega's spot in the court.
That foul was called on 5, Ortega.
Which is first foul of the game.
So Eunice with the ball. They kick it up top to Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz with a little dribble drive. He kicks it out to the top. Ends up in the hands of number 12, Vargas, who pulls for 3. It's no good. Ontiveros comes away with the rebound. He gets it to Thompson. Thompson headed down the floor at a high rate of speed. He pulls it out now. Trying to get their offense started. They do. They drop it down low to Ontiveros. Ontiveros back to Thompson. Thompson skips it to Calhoun. Calhoun with a beautiful little step through, but he blew the layup. 1:18 on the first quarter. It's 15-4. Eunice trails. Dela Cruz brings it across the timeline.
That's a nice move. But you got to make those baskets, man.
Real pretty Euro step. Just couldn't finish. So they swing it over into the left corner. That's De La Cruz again. He kicks it back up top to Vargas. Vargas over to Alvidrez. Alvidrez swings it back down in the corner to De La Cruz. Now Galvan with the runner in the middle. He gets his shot partially blocked by Ontiveros. Calhoun comes away with the rebound, and coach tells them, let's slow it down a little bit.
40 seconds left in this quarter, 15-4.
So they're going to try to work that little low game down there to Ontiveros, I believe. Thompson with the kick out from the Ontiveros pass. His shot is no good, and Hagerman comes away with the rebound. 27 seconds and ticking. It's 15-4. Hagerman going to slow it down and try for the last second. Their last shot of the quarter. De La Cruz with it. He's showing us his dribble skills. He dribbles over here to the right side. They swing it up top to number 30. That's Gonzalez. A little confusion there at the top, but they pull up with a three, and it's no good. The ball's deflected off Eunice, going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay in possession of Hagerman.
Man, we need to get those rebounds out there. Obi and Calhoun have been doing a great job, but somebody else needs to step up too when they're not underneath here.
Yeah, that was that long rebound. It hit the rim, landed all the way out here near the three-point line, so your guards have got to block out and find a rebound there. So that's De La Cruz. He pulls up for three. It's no good. There's a scramble down low. A shot goes up, and it is no good. And at the end of the first quarter, it's 15-4 in favor of the home team, Hagerman Bobcats.
That being said, a lot of basketball happened there, real fast played. So we give a shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, Brett and Penny Parker. Thank you for supporting us. Divin Energy, Jared Armstrong, Bryce Jenkins, Ryan Dean, Lauren Edison Group. That's a tough game. And then we got Eunice Pumping Supply, Becky Nagamar, Brandon Matthews and crew, Eunice Health Clinic, Leon Rees and the gang, Eunice Public School, Cardinal Hardware, City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, and Redbird Gas. So that being said, at that first half, or first quarter went by real fast. A lot of clean play on our part. We just need on those easy.
Ready to start. 8 minutes on the clock to start this quarter. Looks like it's going to be Eunice's ball. Calhoun going to go over and inbound the ball for the Cardinals. And here they go. We've got Calhoun, Blevins, Garcia, Ontiveros, and Thompson on the court. Blevins brings it across the timeline over on the right side. He throws it down low to Obi Ontiveros. Obi kicks it out to Thompson. So I think what they're trying to do is kick it into the post and then try to set up the shooters off of that. And that's the idea. Oh, we throw it away there. Hagerman comes away with it. They're running the other direction. That's number 30. That's Gonzalez. His shot is up, and it is no good. Thompson comes away with it. Eunice going the other way really fast. Here's a shot that's up. It is no good. Blevins with the rebound. His shot is up and no good. And Hagerman comes away with the rebound.
Really aggressive rebound right there by Hagerman. 2
shots, no good, and then here we go back the other way. Hagerman brings it across the timeline. It's 15-4, 7-10 and ticking. De La Cruz with it up near the top of the key. He swings it over to Alvidrez. Alvidrez back to De La Cruz, over to number 3, I believe. That's Galvan. De La Cruz with a deep 3. It won't go. Blevins has a great rebound, almost throws it away, but Calhoun comes away with it. And now here we go with Thompson running the other way. McBee's trying to slow him down. Now we're trying to get the offense started. Look a little confused. We throw it over to Blevins on the right side.
Those deep passes are going to hurt us eventually, man.
They transitioned into a zone. They're matching up out of their zone, but that is a 2-3 zone. They're not playing that man that they were playing earlier.
That is so true.
So we were trying to run that that man offense, and so they've transitioned out of that man that they were running. So we'll see what adjustments we can make. They get into Blevins at the free throw line. His turnaround is no good, but he gets his own rebound. He kicks it out to Calhoun. Calhoun has his shot blocked, and here comes Hagerman back the other way. 6 minutes on the clock and ticking. They kick it over to the right side. That's Alvidrez.
De La Cruz is wide open.
He skips it to De La Cruz. De La Cruz with the runner. His shot won't go. They're still battling for the rebound down low. Hagerman comes away with it. They kick it back out to De La Cruz. He's going to dribble drive. He kicks it out to number 10. That's Bejarano. His three is no good. There's a scramble. The ball's on the floor. Everybody's all over it. It's rolling around. And who comes up with it but Hagerman?
Hagerman. There was two players of Hagerman on the top of that ball fighting each other.
So Hagerman has the ball near the top of the key. They skip it across to the left side. Ends up in the hands of De La Cruz up top. He's dribbling toward the basket. His shot is partially deflected by Ontiveros.
And then
Garcia came away with the rebound, but dribbled it off his foot out of bounds.
Those little mistakes are going to hurt us in the long run. We must take care of the ball. Eunice is going to call a timeout right here.
Yep, so a timeout. Cardinals. Want to shout out to some sponsors. Redbird Gas, Zia Auto Shop, City of Eunice, Cardinal Hardware, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, Devon Energy, Parker Energy Services. Shout out to Damian Fairbrush. It's his birthday. And shout out to the Eunice girls who picked up the win. 55-17,
yes.
I believe, was the score. They finished the first half of district play undefeated.
Right now, in this part right now, the guys need to just have that confidence. I know the score's 15-4, but come down, run your offense. In which they're trying, they switched it up on us a minute ago, so went for man the zone, so the guys were out there kind of confused, but coach took them under control. Got them under control.
So they're back out here on the court. 5:18 remaining in the first half. Hagerman to inbound the ball on the baseline. They throw it up top to De La Cruz. De La Cruz dribbles over to the right side, flips it over to Alvidrez. Alvidrez back to De La Cruz in the right corner. He attacks the basket, tries to bounce a pass through the middle. It bounced through two Cardinals, ended up in the hands of a Hagerman Bobcat who turned to shoot it. And a foul was called on Ovi Ontiveros down low.
He was contesting the shot like he's supposed to. He's doing his job, man.
You know, from my angle, it looked like an all-ball call, but that's all right. The ball don't lie, as my man Charlie Fairbrush says. The young man from Hagerman misses that first free throw. That's Chacon.
He's a junior, too.
Yes.
He's your big tight end on football.
Yes, 6'5" junior. He's definitely a big
ball
young
player.
man. That
both
second one doesn't go either,
Hagerman
but
gets
guess
the
what?
rebound.
Hagerman has the rebound. They kick it out to De La Cruz for three. His three won't go. Ovi with a block down low on the putback. He kicks it ahead to Calhoun. Calhoun to Gomez. Gomez has his shot taken away from him by De La Cruz. And here comes Hagerman the other way. And they're going to lay it in on a fast break. It's 17-4. Eunice trails 4:40 remaining in the game, or in the half.
That was a fast break.
Yeah. Thompson brings it across the timeline. They've got a lot of pressure on him. He attacks the basket, kicks it out to Ontiveros. Ontiveros gets hammered. And they do call the foul.
Call it continuation.
So that'll give the ball to the Cardinals down on the baseline. Next foul, they'll be in the bonus. So multiple subs coming in for Hagerman.
We took that big guy, number 24, out for Hagerman, so that should help us clear up the center for a little bit.
4:30 here in the second. It's 17-4. Eunice with the ball on the baseline to throw it in.
Oh. Ooh, that should be a Hagerman ball.
We got away with one there. The Hagerman side ain't liking it. The Hagerman coach is going all the way out under the basket. He didn't like the call either.
Did you?
Yeah, I got to say I thought it was a bad call, but since the ball was going to Eunice, I'll say I thought it was a good call. But yeah,
you probably call a spade, brother.
Yeah, I tell you, I try to call it as I see it. The Hagerman coach is still out on the court in the paint arguing with the officials. They're going to stick with their bad call, and so Eunice will get it, which is good for us.
Very good.
Hagerman faithful still aren't liking it. We throw it into Blevins over here in the corner. He's getting trapped. He has it taken away from him.
It's another turnover by Eunice.
Here comes Hagerman back the other way. That's number 10. That's Bejarano. He throws up a shot that's no good. Hagerman with the rebound and a shot that's no good, and they get the rebound again.
Got 3
Bejarano
rebounds.
pulls up a jumper. It rattles around.
Everywhere.
It's going to go in.
Touched everything up there. Finally went in for
It's
him.
19-4. Hagerman on a heck of a run here.
19-4 in the second quarter.
Eunice skips it down low to Blevins. Blevins shot off the glass, and it doesn't go, and here comes Hagerman back the other way. They're going to slow it down. The two Hagerman guys just collided and almost fell down.
Speed does kill, huh?
Yes. So they get it over to Bejarano. He pulls up for three. It won't go. Ontiveros tips that ball over to Calhoun. Calhoun kicks it ahead to Thompson. Thompson with the running one-hander, and he scores. It's 19-6. 3:27 remain here in the first half.
Eunice trying to trap over on that right-hand side.
Yep, De La Cruz brings it across the timeline, and now he's going to set them up in the offense.
Slowing it down, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. They kick it out to Bejarano. Back to De La Cruz. He thinks about it. Back to De La Cruz. He's up at the top of the key. He dribbles
nice
through.
fake.
Oh, Gomez with a nice block. De La Cruz tried to shoot it. Gomez blocked it from behind, but he blocked it out of bounds. So with just under 3 minutes to go in the first half, it's 19-6.
In the second quarter. Man.
So Hagerman to inbound it. They throw it out near the timeline. De La Cruz comes and gets it. He's got it now at the top of the key. He swings it over to Bejarano. Bejarano back to De La Cruz in the corner. Back to Bejarano. He skips it across to Morales. Morales back to the corner to De La Cruz. De La Cruz to Morales. They're on that left side. He dribbles, steps back, pulls up for three. It does not go. It's deflected around, and Thompson comes away with the rebound. He's getting trapped in the corner, and he throws it right to a Bobcat who lays it in for two. It's 21-6. Eunice trails, 2:25 and ticking. They float the ball in the middle to Blevins, and Hagerman comes away with that steal again. Bejarano with the ball attacking now. He stops at the top of the key, pulls up for three. His three won't go, but Hagerman comes away with the rebound. I wasn't sure, but they did. Ontiveros now has the rebound. They're putting a lot of pressure on him, and they're going to call a foul.
Hagerman does a better effort getting that second opportunity, that third opportunity on the boards, because all I see is 23 and 12 for Eunice trying to rebound out there.
Yeah,
and we have this. We have the bigger guys on the court right now. If you look out there.
Yeah, just getting beat to all the rebounds.
And the loose ball earlier.
Yes.
We had two Hagerman players fighting each other for it.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
You gotta have that want.
So we're in the bonus, so that'll send Ovi Ontiveros to the free throw line. It's 21-6. Eunice trails. 2:04 on the clock here in the first half.
Obi dribbles, looks, shoots, hits the back of the board.
And it won't go. So here comes Hagerman. They grab the rebound, and here we go back the other direction. De La Cruz brings it across the timeline. He looks over to the coach for some instruction. Now he's going to flip it over to Bejarano. Bejarano, the lefty, looking over to that left side to Vargas. Vargas to Bejarano. They skip it up top, all the way from the top to the corner to De La Cruz. He tries to cross him over, then he drips it over into the corner. De La Cruz runs all the way over to that corner, picks it up. Now he dribbles it back to the top of the key. They kick it back to him. He thinks he'll take a three, and he swishes it. Nothing but net. It's 24-6. Hagerman in control.
Does that kid not get tired, De La Cruz?
I don't think so. They kick it over to Blevins on the right side.
Money.
He pulls up for three. It won't go. And guess who comes away with the rebound? Hagerman. So here comes Hagerman's De La Cruz across the timeline. He kicks it over to Bejarano. Bejarano starts to dribble drive, gets stopped by Calhoun. He kicks it up top to De La Cruz. De La Cruz thought about it, then kicked it over to the right side to 12. That's Vargas. Back to De La Cruz, who pulls for three. It won't go. Ovi Ontiveros in there battling, comes away with that rebound. Under 1 minute to go here in the first half. Thompson over to Blevins. Blevins for three. His three swishes through. Billy Blevins with a nice deep three-pointer. It's 24-9 with 40 seconds to go in the half. Bejarano tries to drive through, throws the ball one-handed out of bounds, and Eunice will get the ball back with 34 seconds to go in the half.
24-29. This is the first break Obi gets in the half.
So Ovi will go to the bench for some air. So here comes Thompson. He's got it over here on this left side, trying to get it across the timeline. He does. He's looking for somebody to give it to. He picks up his dribble. They get it back to Blevins near the top of the key. They're trying to skip through. They get it down to Gomez. Gomez drops it to Calhoun. Calhoun has it taken away, but Thompson steals it
12
right
seconds
back.
left. 12 seconds left. 10.
So Blevins with the ball, floats it down to Gomez, and he has it swatted out of bounds. 6 seconds remaining here in the game. Eunice will get the ball back over on the side at the old 28-foot mark that they used to have that they don't have no more. I don't know why.
There's no let up on Hagerman.
Ortega with a deep three. It won't go, and guess who comes away with the rebound?
Hagerman.
They chunk up a heave from behind half court. It won't go. And at the end of the first half, it is 24-9. The Cardinals trail Hagerman.
That being said, we give a shout out to our sponsors for this first half of the game. We'll give a shout out to Redbird Gas, Zia Auto, Cardinal Hardware, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pumping and Supplies, Devon Energy, Parker Energy Service. Thank you for being our sponsors for the first half of the boys basketball game.
Another shout out to our man, Damian Fairbrush,
the
9-year-old. It's his birthday. He's almost in double digits. Next year he'll be in double digits. 9 years old. Man, he's older than dirt, that Fairbrush.
I'm telling you, he's going to be running the house pretty soon.
Well, at least running the camera. That's right.
He's going to run the camera and put Grandpa in the old folks' home.
He might send Charlie over to the home. So anyway, shout out to Damien. Happy birthday, buddy. 9 years old. That's pretty old.
It's a good age, man. No worries in the world, brother.
So they got 9 minutes remaining here on the clock for the halftime festivities. Any thoughts before we send it back and take a little break for a couple of minutes?
Rebound, rebound, rebound. Keep playing, boys.
And turnovers. I don't know why, but you can always say that one for sure in a game like this.
Yes,
turnovers. All right, we'll send it back. It'll be a little silent here on our end. You're listening to Knollmark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Action.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Hagerman, New Mexico, home of the Bobcats, Lady Bobcats. Some alfalfa hay and probably a few cow patties by the smell of things outside. We are getting really close here to the end of our halftime break. Eunice trails 24-9, and the Cardinals are getting ready to get started here in half number 2. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero.
Hello, hello.
And Charlie Fairbrush, grandpa of Damian Fairbrush, who's 9 years old today. Happy birthday, Big D.
Big D.
So it looks like Hagerman's going to get the ball to start the second half. They're going to be inbounding it opposite court from us, going from our right to left. They're wearing the white uniforms with green letters and stripes. Eunice in the road red with black and white little stripes and whatnot on it. And here we
Great
go.
definition of the Cardinal.
Gotta describe them. So Eunice in that 2-3 zone this half. They skip it over there to that right side. De La Cruz ends up with it. He gives it back to Alvidrez. Alvidrez over to Morales, and De La Cruz runs all the way to the opposite corner. They give it to him. Back up top to Alvidrez, who gives it back to De La Cruz. Trying to figure out a hole and some space in Eunice's zone. They throw up a three, and it won't go, but guess who gets the rebound? Hagerman with the rebound and the putback. That makes it 26-9.
That kid was in too good of a position.
Full court pressure coming. They skip it down to Ortega. Ortega to Blevins. Blevins at the top of the key over to Ortega. Ortega thought about the three. Then he drops it down low to Gomez. A skip to Thompson. Thompson's three is up, and it is short. It's an air ball. And here comes Hagerman back the other direction.
With another rebound.
Yes.
With another rebound.
De La Cruz over to Morales. Morales back to De La Cruz. Over to number 2, that's Alvidrez. Back to De La Cruz. They drop it down low. Deflection there by Gomez, but they come away with the ball in the scramble and hit a little turnaround Kobe-style shot. 6:45 on the clock.
Wow.
It's 28-9. Eunice getting taken to the woodshed on this one.
Oh, that was no good, no call.
Thompson with the basketball. He gets it across the timeline. He's dribbling down. He gets it over to Blevins on the left side.
Oh.
He kicks it back out to Thompson.
They jumped that passing lane very fast, man.
Yes, they did. We get it over to Ortega, and his three is up and swishes it in.
We broke 10.
28-12. 6:18 remaining on the clock and ticking. So here comes Hagerman trying to get the ball across the timeline. They do. A steal there by Ortega. Ortega having a good game here today. Brings it across the timeline, kicks it over to Blevins. Blevins for three. He slams it off the glass. It won't go. Ovi Ontiveros with a big rebound and a putback by Ovi. It's 28-14. Eunice has got half of what Hagerman has. They're trying to make a comeback. De La Cruz brings it across the timeline. They've got him trapped for just a second, but he gets it over to Morales, who attacks the basket. Ovi Ontiveros with the steal. He kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson's going to slow it up at the timeline. Turns around, trying to set everybody up in the offense. He gets it over to Blevins. Oh, a skip pass.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I thought it was stolen and going the other way, but Eunice comes away with it. Blevins with it now. He kicks it down low to Ontiveros. Ontiveros throws it to Thompson. Thompson to Ortega. Ortega for another three. It won't go.
Hagerman rebounds on that ball again.
Yes, they do. Here comes De La Cruz. He's going to just slowly trot it across the timeline, let his offense get set up. It's 14-28, under 5:10 on the clock. Morales with the ball.
De La Cruz
drops it
wide
down
open.
low. They skip it to De La Cruz. He shoots an NBA three,
Oh.
and it sticks right between the rim and the backboard. You don't see that real often. It'll be a jump ball, and the possession arrow will be in favor of the Cardinals. So Eunice will get the ball on the jump off of the stick shot.
You stuck her, huh?
Yeah. Thompson with the ball, skips it back to Blevins. Blevins drops it down to Gomez. Gomez has it snatched away from behind, but Ovi Ontiveros comes up with it. They get it back to Blevins near the top of the key. He dribble drives, throws up a shot from the elbow. It won't go. And Hagerman with the rebound.
What?
De La Cruz brings it across the timeline. He's trying to get it over to that right side. They set a screen on Thompson up high. De La Cruz, they switch it back over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez ends up with it again. He swings it over to Morales, back over to number 2. That's Alvidrez, who throws up a
Dang.
long 3, and it swishes in 31-14.
He was
Hagerman
off
in the lead.
balance too, man.
Looked like he was on one leg, like Dirk Nowitzki's type stuff.
Intercepted.
That's Galvan with the steal. He kicks it ahead to De La Cruz. De La Cruz started to come out and then throws up a shot. It won't go. It's partially blocked by Gomez. The rebound by Ovi Ontiveros. He's got a lot of pressure. He's trying to find somebody to give it to. There he goes. He gets it to Thompson. Thompson brings it across half court. He skips it over to Blevins. Blevins looking down low, drops it into Gomez. They swat the ball away from Gomez from behind, and De La Cruz comes away with it.
We need stronger, crisper passes, Coach.
Oh. And some good, strong receiver gloves, like in football, to hang on to that sucker once they get it.
Sticky gloves, huh?
Yep.
Zero's wide open.
Alvidrez over to Morales. Morales down in the corner to De La Cruz. De La Cruz with a little handoff move. Ends up back in the hands of Alvidrez, whose 3 is no good. Thompson with the rebound. Here comes Thompson attacking the basket. He kicks it out to Ortega. Ortega's 3 is no good. Ovi Ontiveros.
Oh, and one, baby.
Ovi Ontiveros with the backside rebound was trying to find somebody to give it to. Then he started leaning backwards, was falling. The defender come flying through the air, made contact with him, and he just threw it up at the basket. It went off the glass.
We'll take it.
Off the glass and in the net.
I mean, it looked nice from here. It was like da-na-na,
I'm
da-na-na.
telling you, yeah, that was definitely some Sports Center stuff. So Ontiveros will go to the free throw line. 31-16. Eunice trying to make a ball game out of this. His free throw's no good. Gomez tried to tip it back in. Right at the rim, it wouldn't go, and Hagerman comes away with it. De La Cruz walks it across the timeline. He's looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it over to Galvan. Galvan pulls it out over to Bejarano. Bejarano has it stolen away by Ontiveros. Here comes Thompson back the other way. He floats it down low to Ortega. Ortega thought about sky high and through the rim, but decided not to. He kicked it over to Ontiveros, to Blevins, to Thompson, all the way to the corner to Ortega. Ortega with a skip pass back to Blevins. Blevins thought about the 3, then kicks it back out to Thompson. Thompson to Ortega, who pulls for 3. It won't go. Ovi Ontiveros battling, comes away with the rebound. He gets it to Thompson. Thompson's 3 won't go. Ovi Ontiveros with another rebound, but he has that one knocked away. So Ovi wanted a foul, the coach wanted a foul, the official's waving his hands at him like I didn't see anything. I don't think he saw much of nothing. He probably had some glasses that were painted black. But anyway, here comes Hagerman the other way. Their shot is no good. They get the rebound to put back. It won't go.
Oh, nice clean block by Gomez.
Gomez, I thought, had the block. So they missed the foul down on the one end, but they call this one on this end. So that'll send Hagerman to the free throw line. It's 31-16, 1:54 remaining here in quarter number 3.
And dribbles, shoots, money. So tell me to be patient with the score. We got the little circle lines on us all.
Yeah, I tell you, we our phone service in here is just not very good for operating a little app that does the score.
So that being said, you know who has great service? Parker Energy Service has great service for you. Whatever you need, haul some water, move some oil, just give them a holler. Even Rustabout trucks, if I'm not mistaken, they go out and help you. We got Divin Energy, great energy out there in Oilfield. They can give us anything we need. We got Jared Armstrong, Bryce Jenkins, Ryan Dean, and Mr. Ornelas out there. Eunice Pumping Supply, man. What else could you ask for? A company like that, you can call any time of day, give you what you need on your location, they take you some food, buy some equipment off them, they help you out, man. They're
Get
good
out
people.
there and get pumped or supplied.
There you go. There you go. And then you have, what did you do? Oh, Eunice Health Clinic. Once again, man, they're for you anytime they need you, man. Give them a call. You don't feel good, you have any questions, man, they help you out, man. They're great people there. Eunice Public Schools, that goes unsaid, man. There's a good team out there. You got Dwayne Haynes, Cynthia Sims, Rosendo, Matt Coy, Kenny Reed, Miss Hahn, David Gallegos, and staff. It's Rosendo Caballero by chance. I mean, he's the only one that don't have a last name on there. I don't know why.
I heard that he runs that place.
No. He
Yeah.
asks a lot of questions. That's all he does.
He told me that he was like the chairman of the board of the school board. Not the president, but the chairman.
The chairman, huh?
That's right.
We'll finish the sponsors in a minute. The 24 is about to shoot here. Second free throw.
And
made
it
it.
swishes in, so Eunice will have the ball. They trail 33-16, 154 remains in the third. Thompson with the ball. He's trying to clear everybody out and show him he can dribble it up. Here he comes. little jab and go, and he dribbles it off the back of his foot, and it'll be a turnover on the backcourt violation. The ball will go to the Bobcats.
You see number 1?
Yeah.
I thought he's having a seizure.
Yeah, I did too.
He's just laughing with that mask on.
I think he's making fun of our kiddos.
You reckon?
Yeah, maybe a little. So here goes Hagerman. Bejarano with the ball on the left wing. He skips it over to Aguilar. That's the first time I've mentioned his name. He's not very big.
Number
Aguilar
13.
over to Bejarano. Bejarano dribble drives, throws up a shot that gets deflected out of bounds, and it'll stay Hagerman Bobcat ball.
This Hagerman team loves to do those bounce passes inside the congestion. Oh, look at that. Good job, Obi.
Ovi said, I may get fouled, but you're not getting no easy one.
No
on
easy
me.
ones. That's the best way to do it. Keep
Ovi
playing,
went
son.
up and swatted it hard. Definitely came across his arms, but he definitely kept him from getting an easy two there.
But he's asking the question, how did the ball get in that far?
Yep. So that's the second foul on Ontiveros. So number 24, David Chacon, the 6'5 junior, goes to the free throw line, and he throws up a brick. If he was working for Acme, he'd be a definite bricklayer after that brick he just threw up there. 1:22 remaining here in the third, and the bricklayer from Acme's back to the free throw line, and he throws up another brick, and Gomez comes away with the rebound. They're hanging on his arms, but there's no call, and he throws it over into the bleachers.
Renee Cervantes wants to know what's our score. He sent it earlier. I don't know if we should answer or not, but you get that spinning on it.
Yeah, it starts going crazy on me.
We'll stay here.
He's at the Jow game, too.
Correct. I think they're losing, right?
The last I heard, Jow was losing to Tatum.
Oh, he was.
Thompson says, Dela Cruz, you want to shake your head at me and let me take this ball away from you. So Thompson with the steal. They kick it all the way down to Gomez. Gomez thought about attacking, and then he kicks it out to Thompson. Thompson with the double clutch off the glass says, give me some money. It's 33-18, 53 seconds remaining in the third. Eunice trying to come alive here. And Hagerman's going to dribble that ball out of bounds. They dribbled it right up toward that locker room that they ran out of in the dark a while ago. Maybe they should go back and do some dance moves. Anyway, there's a foul on Bejarano from Hagerman.
He's had foul trouble all night. I think that's number 3 for him or 4.
So let's see what they show. 3 on the board. And they'll sub him out. Morales will come in for him. Bejarano will go to the bench. Eunice getting ready to set up their press breaker here. They get it in. Blevins now has it. Blevins being guarded by Dela Cruz. Blevins brings it across the timeline. They float it down low to Ontiveros. Ontiveros being molested by assaulted.
Not molested.
They're similar actions. Both of them. Oh, and here comes Hagerman on the run out.
Oh, he wanted to.
I think he was going to try to dunk it, but he showed us that 6-inch vertical. His feet didn't come off the floor, and he lost it, but it went in. 35-18. They floated over to Thompson. Thompson gets hammered, and they run out and miss a layup.
I don't know.
I don't even know what to say about that. But anyway, it'll go back to Eunice. Eunice with the basketball, 35-18. There's .62 seconds on the clock.
He walked, didn't he? He walked before the buzzer went off.
There was .6 on the clock. He caught it and turned around and started walking because the buzzer is going to honk. And they didn't even start the clock, so then they called him for traveling.
So that being said, starting to the fourth quarter here, we give a shout out to our sponsors. We're going to shout out to Redbird Gas, Zia Auto Shop, City of Eunice, Carner Hardware, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, Devon Energy, and Parker Energy Service. The score is 18 of the 35 in Bobcats' favor. Starting the fourth quarter. Not that many people made the drive out here, Jones, so that means a lot of people are listening to you. So
listening to you.
Oh, man. Why me?
I'm trying to get a Jow score. Last I heard, Jow had been, it's 20-13. Tatum is winning by 7 at half. That's the last update I got. So that's probably, yeah, that's probably the latest.
The latest and the greatest.
So 20-13, Jal losing to Tatum at halftime.
In Jao or Tatum?
I don't know.
Okay, sorry about that.
I'm not sure.
That makes a big difference sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing I've said about our girls. We've got to go there and play next week, and that's a tough place to play. So here comes Hagerman. They bring the ball in, bring it across the timeline. We're starting the fourth quarter.
We have a little battle out there with our point guards.
Yes, we do. Dela Cruz and Thompson kind of mimicking each other, and we're talking a little trash back and forth to each other. Dela Cruz thought about a three, and then he dribbles it back out. Blevins is now guarding.
That's a mismatch.
He throws up a shot that goes.
And he was
not
hit
even
when
close.
he went up, man, and no call.
So here they come. They skip it across to Ontiveros. Ontiveros goes, should have went up. He kicks it back out. Ends up in the hands of Blevins. Blevins back over to Ortega, then to Ontiveros. Ontiveros'
Nice
shot is up and good. Nice move there by Obi Ontiveros. It's 35-20. Eunice back within 15. 7-11. A big gulp and a Slurpee left in the game. Morales brings it across the timeline for Hagerman. He kicks it over to Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz acted like he was going to shoot a deep three and then changed his mind.
That's
Number
off.
13, Aguilar, takes a three.
Ooh.
It won't go. Thompson takes the ball off his noggin on the rebound. It goes into the hands of Dela Cruz, and then Dela Cruz gets fouled, so Dela Cruz will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, we got to get those rebounds, Coach. I've been saying that all night, but it's 20 to 35, man, in the fourth quarter. I'll see if I change it on the score.
Down by 15, 6:52 remaining. Dela Cruz's first free throw swishes through. Number 10, Bejarano, comes back in. Morales, the senior, will go to the bench.
Morales. Dela Cruz dribbles, shoots, and it's short. Eunice rebound. Oh, no, it's taken away by 24, but Obi got a nice
with
block.
Big block. Oh, they're down there wrestling.
Uh-huh. Man, that kid is too fast.
Oh, man.
That kid is too fast for a guy out there.
That was Bejarano. He gets to the rim and gets 2 more points. It's 38-20.
Levins brings the ball up.
Looked like Chacon and Ovi are having a push and shoving match down low. So there goes a shot from Thompson. It won't go, but Thompson almost had his own rebound, but the ball gets deflected out of bounds. 6:22 remaining here in the game. It's 38-20. Several subs coming in.
We got a Calhoun sighting, man. We ain't seen him since the first quarter.
Jay Quellen comes back into the game. They throw it over to Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz throws it right to Thompson. Thompson,
wow, that
shot
kid played
was
defense.
Blocked. Calhoun with the rebound tried for the putback, and it got blocked. And here comes Hagerman.
They're slowing it down, huh?
Yeah, they bring it across the timeline.
Whoa,
Dela Cruz gets bumped out of bounds.
They're talking smack too out there, 1 and 5.
There's a lot of smack talking going on.
So much that they're not even paying attention with the run. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's 38-20, 6 minutes to go here in the ball game. There's some arguing going on. Ovi Ontiveros with
nice
a little
and
spin
clean.
move, reverse, comes up on the backside, lays it in. 2 points for Ontiveros. 5:50 remaining here in the game. It's 38-22. Ontiveros almost had a block, but they lay it in. It's 40-22. Hagerman wastes no time putting points back on the board. Here comes Eunice back the other way.
Lazy
they
pass.
throw it right to Dela Cruz. Dela Cruz is fouled by Blevins.
And don't call that foul on the floor, huh?
I'm assuming that's the first foul on Blevins.
So it's Hagerman Botany throwing the basket, scored 40-22 in the fourth quarter. Wow.
Dela Cruz with 2 more, 42-22. And here comes Thompson back the other way. He's trying to attack, kicks it over to Blevins. Blevins looking down low.
Give it to Obi.
What do they call it? The mouse in the house?
Uh-huh.
But De La Cruz pretty quick, reaches around, deflects that ball out of bounds. 5:17 in the game. Multiple subs coming in for Hagerman.
The thing is, that kid's playing hard, man. He's playing ball. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
We have kids as fast as him or as faster. We just need to go out there and perform.
Looks like we got pizza
Oh,
delivered.
man. 5-second call on us on an inbound play, man.
So 5:16, the Eunice coach unhappy. He's in the official's ear over here about something. I looked away. I was watching our girls bring in all the pizzas. But here comes Hagerman attacking the other way. They kick it out into the corner. Ends up in the hands of Morales. Morales swings it back to De La Cruz. De La Cruz that's not De La Cruz. That's number 2, Alvidrez. And he throws up an air ball with under 5 minutes to go. It's 42-22.
They took Obi out and put Castillo, 40 in for Eunice.
I don't have that on my. Who is that? Jose Calvillo?
Calvillo, yes, sir. That's 42. He has 40 out there on the court, so.
Yeah.
Go figure.
That is one thing about announcing, doing the intros at the game. Seems like every game somebody changes or somebody's playing that didn't play. And anyway,
Eunice had a turnover there, and Hagerman coming up with the ball.
4:35 remains here in the game. Hagerman with the basketball, brings it across the timeline. Eunice trails by 20. Bejarano starts to bring it in, pulls it back out, kicks it across to number 2, Alvidrez. They drop it down low. A little fall away is no good. And the ball's deflected out of bounds. And it's going to be Eunice's basketball.
That's a good job on Blevins right there. He got in a good position, went up and got that ball.
Definitely some battling going on down there.
Yes, sir. I concur.
4:18. Thompson swings it over to Calhoun. Calhoun thought about it, then kicked it back out to Thompson. Thompson for 3. He sinks it in, nothing but net. Great shot there by Ashton Thompson. It's 25-42. 4 minutes to go here in the game. Hagerman with a quick, fast break all the way down for 2. We take 3. They go ahead and get 2 more. It's a 19-point game, 44-25. Under 4 minutes to go. Blevins with the ball in the right wing. He drops it down low to Calvillo. Calvillo with a skip pass over to Thompson, who lays it in for 2 more for Thompson. 3:40 and ticking. Hagerman with the basketball. It's 44-27.
If we can stop him from scoring, we'll be in good shape, man.
Needs some stops. Bejarano with the basketball. He goes all the way to the basket, lays it in left-handed for 2. It's 46-27 with 3:25 on the clock. Thompson comes back the other way, gets it over to Ortega. Ortega skips it back to Blevins. Blevins with the ball near the top of the key. He throws it over to Calhoun. Calhoun throws it almost to Thompson, but it goes right to De La Cruz. De La Cruz looking to attack. He throws up a step-back 3 that doesn't go. Calvillo with the rebound for Eunice. Gets it over to Thompson. Thompson starts it across the timeline. He's looking over here to the right side to George Ortega. George looking for somewhere to go with it. He has the ball deflected. It's going to go out of bounds. The ball's going to remain in possession of the Cardinals. Kevin Garcia comes in. George Ortega sits down. Eunice with the basketball. They're going to throw it in right here in front of the Eunice Cardinal bench at the old 28-foot mark. They swing it out to Thompson. He's going to set the offense. Looks to attack. He's thought about it, then kicks it back out to Calhoun. Jay Quellen with the ball, throws it right to the defense. That's Morales on the run out. He lays it in for 2 more. 27, is that 50? 27-48.
27-48. So
2:30 remaining here in the game. Thompson with the basketball up high. Bejarano guarding him.
He's all over him, man.
Yeah, he is. They skip it over to Blevins. Blevins back to Thompson. Thompson for 3. It doesn't go, and here comes Hagerman with the basketball. They throw it all the way down the court and try to slam dunk it, but it won't go. The ball goes off the rim up into the rafters. We almost got dunked on there, power dunk style, dun-a-dun, dun-a-dun.
On those outlet passes, we need to jump the lane or something.
I'm not sure what happened. Timeout?
Yes, sir. Timeout. 30-second timeout by the Eunice Cardinals. Called by the coach. Start
Happy
time
birthday, Damian Fairbrush, 9 years old. We appreciate you. Happy birthday, Big D.
That being said, you need to go to Cardinal Hardware, tell your grandfather make you a slingshot or something out there. You can get something to make you something. Shout out to Cardinal Hardware. Shout out to City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, Redbird Gas, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, Devon Energy, last but not least, Parker Energy Service. Thank y'all for making this possible to drive all the way out here to beautiful Hagerman, New Mexico. Watch some basketball, even though it's 27-48. We're still watching it, right, Coach?
Yeah, and keep your eyes open out there. Supposed to be one heck of a winter storm coming through. They were saying it was going to hit like 11
Tonight,
or 12
right?
o'clock tomorrow during the morning. Now they've adjusted it and saying that it's going to hit sometime late tonight. And so they're saying it could be 3 to 4 inches of snow in our end the last time I looked, which was several hours ago. What's happening in our Tech game? 58-49. Tech up by 11 with how much time? Up by 9. Eight minutes
We
to
almost
go.
had a technical there because Julius came in for Calhoun, and Calhoun wasn't coming off the court, and the ref was real generous in not handing the ball over.
So 2 minutes to go. It's 48-27. Garcia with the ball.
Woods
He's gonna
is in the
attack
game.
through the middle.
Julius Wood, shoot that.
Julius Woods over to Thompson. Thompson for three. His three won't go.
Rebound by, quick outlet by Hagerman. They pull back.
That's Bejarano. Bejarano over to the right side. It ends up in the hands of number 2. That's Alvidrez. He pulls for three. It won't go. A lot of scramble down low, but Hagerman comes around with the rebound and the putback. 1:35 remaining in the game. It's 50-27. Thompson attacks straight down the lane. His shot's no good, and guess who comes away with the rebound?
Hagerman
Hagerman coming the other direction. It's deflected away by Garcia. So
with
Garcia
a beautiful
with the
kick.
steal.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds over here. Nobody
I
called it.
thought he did too, but that's all right.
We'll take it.
Call a spade a spade. That was out of bounds, but no call. But
Nice
it'll work.
pump fake by Calvillo.
Calvillo goes to the hole, puts a little shake and bake on him.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake, and I'll help. Or how that commercial used to go.
Hamburger helper. Renee message.
You shake and bake, and I help. Something like that. It's 1:09 remaining in the game. 50-27. Calvillo at the free throw line. Jal has now taken the lead 27-24 to start the fourth quarter.
Calvillo converted on his first one.
I'm answering Jal people trying to get a score. So Jal's up 27-24 to begin the fourth quarter. And Calvillo's second one swishes through, nothing but the bottom of the net. 1:09 remaining here in the game. Hagerman with the basketball. They bring it across the timeline. Kick it over to that left side. That's Vargas. He throws it down low to Salazar. Salazar loses it. Julius Woods with the steal. Here comes Jules across the timeline. He kicks a nice pass over to Blevins. Blevins with a step back three, won't go. Hagerman with the rebound. 45 seconds remain here in the game. 50-29. Eunice trails. Hagerman with the ball. They throw it over into the corner. A three is up and it is no good. Kevin Garcia with the rebound. He kicks it ahead to Thompson. Thompson with the running one-hander won't go.
Hey, Eunice got a rebound.
Blevins with the rebound.
Another one.
Calvillo now with the rebound. Neither one of those putbacks would go. And Hagerman with the basketball.
18 seconds left. Ooh, Kevin came in and clipped somebody on there. No call.
That looked like a block below the waist. 13 seconds. Everybody's trying to get a last second shot off. Hagerman with the ball out near the timeline. A lot of 3-2s and 1s. They throw up a half-court shot at the buzzer.
Coach is not happy about that.
It does not go. The coach wasn't happy about it. 50-29. That is the end of your ball game here. The girls win 55, I believe 17. Boys lose 50-29. Shout out to some sponsors: Parker Energy Services, Devon Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Cardinal Hardware, the City of Eunice, Zia Auto Shop, Redbird Gas. Any thoughts before we disconnect?
No, sir. Tough night.
Yep, tough night here for the Cardinals. Good night for the number 2 ranked team in the state and the boys' side, and the Hagerman Bobcats, they get the win. For Rosendo Caballero and Charlie Fairbrush, I'm Jimmy Jones saying good night, everyone, and thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Good night.